You're welcome.
Too many buttons and they hurt your fingers.
They're sharp, sharp buttons.
They're sharp, right? Am I right?
No.
When I want to shut the microphones off here, I go like this.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that here.
Can't do that there.
Yeah.
And I do it there, I cut my finger.
That's why my hands are so callous.
Yeah.
I'm a real man.
Oh, that must feel nice.
Workers' comp. Workers' comp.
You know, I thought about it yesterday. I thought about stopping by the HR department, but then I couldn't find it. I don't think they work there anymore. Yeah, no. It was nice to see people. I had a day yesterday. I was out all day. I didn't like it. And then my daughter made me take her to Olive Garden for dinner.
Oh, yeah. That's good stuff.
Nothing against Olive Garden. I just didn't feel like going out. I was tired. And then we went to Olive Garden.
Yeah, but when you're at Olive Garden, you get to see all the family.
I said to my wife, I go, if she doesn't say anything, don't bring it up. When we were going to pick her up from school. She goes, all right, I won't. We get in car line. She texts, are we going to Olive Garden? I'm like, God damn it. It's just breadsticks. You know how hard it is to sit there and eat dinner and not eat breadsticks? I had salad and a half a bowl of soup. I was like, oof.
No breadsticks?
No, I can't eat breadsticks.
Why?
Fatty's got to stop eating all the bad stuff.
Oh, come on, man.
Dude,
we've made it this far.
I went to lunch yesterday, and they had like this big slab of chocolate cake at lunch, and I went, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, but
I don't really care.
An Olive Garden breadstick?
It was way more tempting than the chocolate cake was.
Yeah, come on.
But bread itself was calling to me. It was like, come on.
Man, you guys are no fun anymore.
No, listen.
What a drag.
You're right.
What a drag.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Carmen.
Yes.
I have to apologize for something.
What?
I was reading a story yesterday about how America is clamoring for mini farm animals.
Okay.
And how, I love those little baby cows.
Oh my God, yes. What, like the mainland cows or whatever, the really furry ones?
Yeah. Or I like to just call them mini cows.
Yeah, okay.
And I was looking at it, and I remember that you had the pig, and they initially said that was a mini pig, and then you just had to starve it to keep it mini.
Right.
So
Well, come to find out, there's no such thing as a mini pig.
Right.
You can just feed it a proper diet, like not get it fat to be butchered. So I wasn't starving it. I wasn't getting it ready to be butchered.
Right.
Which is what they do with pigs is they just overfeed them, so they get really fat.
So what happened was Carmen had a different boyfriend, and they lived together. And the pig was there, and then she left and couldn't take the pig with her, which was bad for her because she was upset and she didn't even eat pork because
really
she owned a pig. Yeah. So I wanted to know if you knew what was happening with the pig, but I wrote down on my notes Carmen pig update, and it looks awful.
Yeah.
And I feel like even though nobody will ever see it, I should apologize.
Let's check in with the pig. How's it going?
All right.
Now I'm in.
Well, listen, I can tell you on my fitness journey, I'm going up in weight, but my pants are going down in sizes.
Yeah, take your pants down.
It makes no sense. It's so frustrating.
Because you're turning stuff into muscle.
I know. So what I've been doing, I just stopped getting on the scale, and I'm just going by the way my clothes fit.
Yeah,
my clothes
I'm
are fitting
getting a lot of muscle lately, too.
Yeah.
I've been eating all these muscles.
Yeah.
Gio and I was saying the other day, I was spotting him, and his arms were looking bigger, and I go, you're probably going to go up in weight because of this.
Yeah.
Carmen, I forget, what weighs more, 25 pounds of muscle or 25 pounds of fat?
They weigh the same. That just takes up more space. But so that's been a little frustrating with this. But like I said, my clothes are fitting better, so I'm good. And the last time we talked about Kenny, one of Blaine's friends texted me and said, Kenny is alive. He is safe and well.
You can't have any conversation with Blaine? Like, you guys don't talk at all?
No, I can't. We can. I think the last time I texted him, I was trying to get a birthday present for Ashley, and I texted the wrong Blaine. And I was like, I was like, what size bikini does she wear? And he was like, you're texting the wrong Blaine. And I was like, I never thought I'd have more than one Blaine in my phone.
Those pictures weren't for you.
Yeah.
Mistake.
I have two Lukes in my phone. I have two Lukes with big Polish last names, Mazdanowski and Lukakowski, and I always text the wrong one about picking up the dogs. And I go, hey, Luke, will you be able to take the dogs this weekend? He's like, I might be able to watch your dogs, but I think you got the wrong Luke. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I text your brother-in-law whenever I was trying to text Pete about practice, and he was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know my brother-in-law is Pete, and when we were little, when Joey was little, he couldn't call him Peter. He called him Peebo, Peabo, Peebo. You go Uncle Peebo. So I have him in my phone for years under Peebo. And when I try to call him, I can't find his phone number. I'm like, where's Pete's phone number? No,
Carmen, the difference between the fat and the muscle and stuff, whenever they announce guys like players in the NFL and they're like, a tight end, whatever, he's 6'4", 235, and I'm like, it looks different on him. That looks different than how
it looks.
Maybe it's the shoulder pads. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
Those helmets weigh a lot.
Listen, I think I'm gonna have to cut out my second breakfast.
so it sacrifices.
It's sad, but I think that might help.
What you can do, I can tell you what you can do, Carmen, is just put the second breakfast on a string in front of you in the walk pad, and then you just keep going.
What's the first breakfast and what time is it happening?
So first breakfast is happening right now because I was working on stuff. I didn't get to eat it before.
Okay.
But it's 2 eggs and then a hash brown.
Maybe the hash brown's the problem.
No, the hash brown's not bad because I'm not frying it. I'm putting it in the toaster. There's only 16 carbs.
Starch.
Zero fat, 0 protein, 16 carbs. It's totally fine. And potatoes are actually very good when you're dieting because they're filling and they have vitamins and minerals and all this stuff, but they're very low in fat. So you can eat a lot of potatoes.
Yeah,
so
speaking of my soul.
Is it just a shredded potato or is it like a store-bought hash brown?
It's a store-bought hash brown. But like I said, 16 carbs, like 1 gram of fat. And
Carmen is prepared to fight for the hash brown.
Yeah.
What about the oils and the sodium and
seed oils?
Again, there's 1 gram of fat, which oils are considered fat. So if there's only 1 gram of fat in my hash brown, there's not that much oil in it.
I think the hash brown diet sounds awesome.
Hash brown diet's good.
Listen, I follow a lot of dietitians and nutritionists, and this is where I got this recipe from because potatoes will.
And your weight is going up, you said?
But that's because I'm taking creatine.
Oh.
So I'm building muscle.
Hold the water.
Okay, yeah,
right. So that's where that again, my clothes are fitting better, but the scale is going up.
I thought you looked wonderful.
Thank you.
I rubbed your hand.
You know what? I hate it here.
Seed oils are derived from motor oil. You should make it.
Motor oil?
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, I read that
No,
somewhere.
you can't do that.
That's true.
That's also false.
Carmen, just do a couple of shots of 10W30.
Yeah.
Get your viscosity up.
Yeah.
Not be delicious.
Have you tried eating Vaseline?
Listen, that is back. That is back. That guy.
That is not back.
He lived to be 98 years old.
One guy.
Yeah, the inventor of Vaseline.
Yeah.
That doesn't. It has to work for more than one person.
Listen, I would dip the Olive Garden breadsticks in Vaseline.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Ew. I think that's your problem.
I did mine in motor oil.
Yeah. That's good too.
I did not want to be at Olive Garden. I was tired. I was wearing jeans, and there was a baby crying next to me. I looked at my wife, and I just went like this.
Sleeves or no sleeves?
Sleeves. I had a collar and buttons yesterday.
You wore sleeves all day yesterday?
Yeah. Dude, I didn't stop yesterday.
Off.
I didn't stop yesterday. I didn't get home. By the time I got home, I just picked Amanda up. She came out. We went and picked up Juliana from school, and then came home, changed, and went to Olive Garden. It was crazy.
Delicious.
I declared that I was not watching Jeopardy last night.
Whoa.
Because I was too tired and too hot. I said the jeans wore me down. Then when I came home, I took the jeans off and I immediately got a second life. And I was like, all right, I'll watch Jeopardy. And it was a repeat.
Oh.
Did you do it like the dad from the Goldbergs, where you just, as soon as you walk in the front door, drop a pants?
Drop them. I have stations around the house where I stash clothes and do this stuff. That was the laundry room one. But in the laundry room itself, I have hiding spots in there. So I'll take the jeans off, fold them, and stick them in a closet. I have to hide them so the cat doesn't pee on them.
Oh,
Cat loves to pee on my stuff.
Terrible.
That cat yesterday, I've had that cat for years. We bonded yesterday like we've never bonded before. The cat was standing on the ottoman looking at me, and I had my feet up, and it was like, meow. And I go, all right, come on, bring it. And it didn't know if it should walk across the leg bridge to get to me. And then it finally jumped on the leg bridge, walked over, and then I had my arms crossed, and it buried its head in the crevice of my arm, like in the corner. I buried it in there. And my daughter comes in, she sees it, she goes, oh my God, you're killing the cat. I go, the cat just put its head there. The cat is comfortable, and that's how the cat likes to live. So now the cat just hides in my body folds.
Yeah.
That's what the cat likes.
Feels safe.
I don't know why. That was a midget cat being chased around by 2 giant dogs. I don't know why. That's made it feel safe.
Are you sure it's not Joe peeing on your stuff?
No, I'm
definitely
not. I'm not sure at all.
He does pee around the house.
Well,
Could be both.
no.
If we found out you were peeing on stuff,
Oh, that'd be the greatest thing ever.
Joe pees on the stuff, and the cat comes by and is like, "Hey, that's my stuff."
Yeah, you stay on this side. I'm over here.
By the way, so we were at the station yesterday, and I go into the bathroom, and Fonzie's in there with his robot cigarette, chucking clouds in the bathroom. In the
couch.
Yeah, I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I went in the bathroom after the first break, and then I didn't go again to the one of our last breaks, and Joe was in there both times.
That's
So I
right,
was convinced he just stayed in there the
He's got
entire
his
time.
office in there, like Fonzie.
Joe, why don't you just blow your clouds inside the Bone TV room? Nobody cares
Oh,
about
he
that.
does.
Oh,
He does.
He does. Yeah.
what you?
What? Oh,
you couldn't walk to the
I
bathroom
did
and
walk.
back without smoking?
no.
Just hanging out like a creep.
I got to be honest with you. When we're at the station, I don't know why you're there.
Well,
But I mean, like, you can't do anything. There's no Bone
Yeah.
TV. There's nothing.
Well, there is Bone TV.
well, there is. There is now.
There is Bone
Now
TV.
there
You
is.
just don't. There isn't a lot of switching going on.
Right.
It
Because
was
There was no
the shot of
switching.
you and then half of my forehead.
Yeah.
That's,
That's
That's
the
right.
Drew and John setup. So they set it up for Drew and John because that's what they do, and we're sending them a feed from here. So that's basically it, and nobody knows how to take it off the Drew and John setting. So every show now just has the Drew and John setting.
well, I think we have it figured
Well,
out.
I figured it
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Thank you, Carmen.
You
today.
did?
Yes. I will say this. If we're opening a jar, Joe handed me the jar. And then
Wow.
no, he loosened it. He definitely helped loosen it a little bit. And then I got here a little early this morning, and I think I figured out how to do it.
Oh.
So we are up on Bone TV.
I love that we have video guy, engineers, the people that wanted Bone TV in there,
Yeah.
and Carmen figured it out.
Pig update figured it out.
Yeah,
I was
more fat,
Carmen.
more muscle than fat.
Hash brown Sally figured it out.
son of a gun.
Wrong Blaine.
Yeah, I
So
don't.
you're telling me the guy in the bathroom chucking clouds didn't figure it out?
Well,
No, he had something figured out, and then when I got here this morning, whatever he put together did not work.
oh.
And like I told you, the switcher, I moved it up, I had it on 3, did everything you showed me to do, and nothing changed. So then I started playing around on the computer, and I figured out how to change the settings.
Carmen made you maybe a genius and didn't even know it.
No, I'm just work on video, and I watch a lot of people who do it because I've been trying to edit videos recently.
Please tell me the OnlyFans is coming.
I mean,
Oh,
listen,
yeah.
times are hard.
Yeah.
Times are hard.
A lot of things are.
Yeah. So anyway, but we're up. We're on Bone TV, and I don't know about YouTube. That's Joe's department.
We're going on YouTube.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And Pig update, Kenny update. He's still good.
Oh, good.
Some of the best pork chops ever had.
No.
Oh, delicious.
Stand by Amanda Pappas on TV.
Oh, damn.
I'm back on the Amanda Pappas track.
She hates us. I
don't care.
Yeah, she hates
Most
us.
hot girls that I
She
like
hates
hate
Mike.
Yeah.
she hates me.
Anytime I see her picture, I'm like, I feel the hatred.
Yeah, so
I'm not mad at her.
she hates Mike, so we won't get jerseys or skateboards from her either.
Yeah. now we all suffer.
Nobody's getting Channel 10 towels or
Yeah.
anything like that. Yeah. She is.
Yeah.
Can you
She
take
is
me
picking
down,
the best way there.
please?
Well, the best is she put up a picture this weekend of her out, and her boobies were out, and
Oh,
she
yeah.
covered it. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see
She
that.
put like a heart logo over so you couldn't
Yeah.
see it. I'm like, we still see it.
Yeah.
But and then
Channel
why
10
wear
still
it?
knows.
Yeah.
I think she's not embarrassed by it. I think she's nervous about it interfering with her job.
Right, but the thing is, if you're worried about it interfering with your job, then
'Cause-
don't post that picture.
Yeah, but she's a 20-something-year-old who wants to live her life. Look, I'm on her side. I get it. That she probably works for a company that's just too
Yeah, some companies, they basically will control your social media.
right.
Yeah.
Right,
To
and
an
that's
extent.
fine. But like he's saying, you could wear that outfit and just not post the picture if you're worried about it coming back and biting you in the ass. I'm not saying don't wear that
I'd
outfit.
bite her
I'm-
in the ass. No, I think she's very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But so is Caitlin Lockerbie. Like Channel 10 really has gotten putting the hot ones out there. Remember Sheena Parveen?
Oh, yeah. I do.
She's a good pair of Parveens on. Anyway,
I wonder why they don't like us.
I mean, I'm being very complimentary, and I'm.
Let me get a load of those parvines.
That's not what he said.
It's a compliment.
That's not what he said.
You should appreciate me staring at you saying dirty things. All right, I apologize again. You're just very pretty. So just leave it at that. And your weather skills, fantastic.
Yeah, beautiful hair also.
Oh, I'm watching. I take a break from The Godfather.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I'm watching The Offer.
That still counts as a Godfather.
I don't know. I just figured I hadn't watched that in a long time. I forget I'm to the age where I forget I've seen movies or TV shows.
Yeah.
And I watch them and I go, oh, I have seen this. About like 4 episodes into it.
I'm like that on Netflix. I think I've seen everything on Netflix, and then I'll watch something again, and I have totally forgotten I've watched it.
I gotta tell you, if Netflix didn't have old shows on it, I don't know if I'd have Netflix anymore.
Yeah.
It really, like, when was the last something that came on Netflix where you're like, oh, I gotta see this?
Tiger King, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
How many years ago was that?
Yeah.
I mean, I like a lot of the stand-up stuff.
But the problem is,
Specials.
there's, like we said yesterday, there's too many platforms now. Everything went to Netflix.
Yeah.
Now it's being spit out. Did anybody watch The Instigators
No.
with Matt Damon and Casey Affleck? That looks funny, but I keep forgetting that it's on Apple TV. And
Does it look funny?
yeah, I saw a thing yesterday where it looked kind of funny.
'Cause I saw the one trailer and I was like, all right. I mean,
It looks
just
like their
looked very
typical-
obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the typical Matt Damon and Affleck, a Affleck story, which I'm fine with. I don't need to be blown away by by everything. Oh, the next Ben Affleck Matt Damon thing piques my interest. The next project, brother.
What?
I saw they're pushing back now, and they say they don't care what Hulk Hogan does.
Yeah, I know. It's people have to realize that Hulk Hogan saying he's going to sue Ben Affleck and Matt Damon is Hulk Hogan manipulating the press. It's just him saying that he's going to get his name involved in Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
And Ben Affleck and Matt Damon love it because now people are talking about it for a couple of days. Nobody's mad at any of this.
And they'll all wind up working together. You know what I mean? Like they'll be like, "Hey, we'll fight for a little while, and then you come in." Like they're actually doing a WWE skit.
Yeah.
You baby face it, and I'll jabroni, and then you put me over.
Jabroni.
And
I'll come in with a hood on.
Yeah.
You won't even know it's me. Yeah, give it the reverse Abida.
Yeah,
The high hammer.
the old Boston Massacre.
I'll give him the pick update right there. Give him the old sliced up hash brown.
Yeah.
I will let them know that I will not be available for comment.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. I think that's smart.
I don't know anything. You guys want to go through my emails? Feel free. Check my voicemails, whatever you want. Security camera at hotels. You can check it all, and you will still find nothing. But feel free to do whatever you want. As who played me in the movie?
I can't remember his name.
I think the guy who played me should be the guy who played Coppola in The Offer. What is that guy's name?
I haven't seen The Offer.
You haven't seen The Offer?
I haven't seen The Offer.
I haven't seen The Offer either.
I like you both,
Come
Les.
on.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Oh,
watched,
the
like,
guy
an episode.
from the ping pong movie.
Oh, yes. That guy's name is Dan Fogler.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's me.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Shut up. Gio's such a liar.
He is a lot like if you can't get Will Smith, you get Anthony Mackie. If you can't get Jack Black, you get Fogler. Or whatever.
Yeah, fake black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it. A lot of comments yesterday on social media. I put up it's just random pictures of you guys in the studio. Carmen,
Yeah.
everybody loves you.
A lot of muscle, they say.
A lot of muscle.
A lot of muscle.
I would say the comments were particularly in favorable. Gio, a lot of comments about you where Gio's just there to start trouble.
What?
Yeah,
I don't
agreed.
think that's fair at
The
all.
two greatest comments were about Galvin in Spanish, not together. Galvin, people love Galvin's haircut,
Oh.
where he shaved the sides down.
I've had it for a
Galvin
while.
does have glorious hair,
Yeah.
Nice haircut, by the way.
and people are saying you look old.
Well, yeah, it's because all the gray.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got ashtray face again.
It's not.
He's not a little kid anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
ashtray face.
That's the thing. People used to look at you as being a little kid. Now with the ashtray face, they're like, "Oh man, he's an old man." now."
Old ATF over here.
Yeah. Somebody said I didn't feel my age until I think it was like a month ago. I posted a photo and somebody was like, "You are one of the only people that I know that could be old and young at the same time." And I was
Yeah.
like, "All right, that doesn't feel great, but
It's
thank
weird.
you."
There's some people that are fat and skinny.
Yeah.
Some people are like, you're in good shape, but you're fat at the same time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that at the radio station. I noticed it yesterday.
I know we've said it a million times, but am I right? 37?
Yeah. Yeah,
that's weird.
In July?
Tell me about it.
No.
Yeah.
He is 37
No, I
now.
know. July was his
Yeah,
birthday.
yeah.
See, like I'm turning over a new leaf.
Yeah. The day that they tried to kill Donald Trump. Yep.
Right.
That was my birthday. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Never forget.
Never
shot
forget.
They shot at the wrong guy.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Oh, that feels like that happened 5 years ago,
Right?
10 years ago.
Yeah.
It was like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Also, I asked my wife yesterday, where is Donald Trump? Where is he? He was everywhere. It was at every news story, everything. He was the hype. Then it became Kamala Harris. Then it became Walls. Now it's Harris Walls. Nothing about Trump. I mean, I know there's news stories about him.
He did the thing with Elon last night.
Right, but that's not like it was. It's not.
No.
He's just not everywhere.
When there was the attempted assassination, I thought, well, just stop. Everybody
over.
stop because he's 100% president.
Yeah.
And now I go, what is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like
wild.
now I feel like he has no chance.
The old switcheroony.
And now I go, are those pictures AI or does everybody love Kamala Harris and Walls now?
Yeah.
Like, it's wild.
Well, there was a couple of people that went through influencers' photos of Kamala Harris's, what are they called, like speeches or whatever, and they found that they're using AI to cover
Fill.
up big areas or fill big areas. So,
Yeah, 'cause
Because they see the plane.
Yeah.
There's the reflection of the people in the plane
Yeah.
were different.
Right, yeah, but so I don't know whether they're really doing that or they're AIing the plane
Right.
and making it so you can't see. And
It's
then
impossible to
and
tell
then,
anything.
Right,
But
and then the people are taking pictures, but their pictures aren't actually with what they're seeing.
Yeah.
It's something else, and I go, I don't know. I can't tell if anything's real anymore.
Welcome to the circus.
Yeah, it's wild.
Trump says that the plane that was complete 100% AI.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
Yeah, but he also said, he had more people than,
Martin Luther King.
Yeah, I don't
Which I
know.
had to tell you, even if you did, that's not a good thing to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're a white guy and you're going to be like, I drew more people than Martin Luther
Yeah.
King, it's not the cool thing.
Nobody says, you know what? I think I'll vote for him now.
Yeah.
I mean, he beat the king. Well,
I don't know.
Now
I just
you got
say you're not as inundated with Trump stuff as you used to be. You
No.
used to be everywhere. He was everywhere. Every day there was a quote, something he said. Now,
Yeah.
just stop.
Like, yeah, the last thing I heard was he agreed to debates. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And that was last week.
Right.
That
And
was
it
the
wasn't
big
even
news.
a clip of him going, we're going to debate. I'm going to
Right.
kill her. I'm going to do this, that, and the other thing. It was just that they agreed to debates.
Right.
I'm I don't care. I'm not
Is it-
telling what.
I was gonna say, is it really him? Are they switching him out, getting the robot ready?
Listen, the robot's over there at Disney, and it's pretty damn good.
Dude.
Yeah.
Insane.
Will it have a scarred ear on the new robot? Do they change that? Or
Wouldn't that be funny if while he's talking, it just goes up and touches his ear?
man.
his ear is perfectly healed now. And there's no sign of any.
they put the new
Yeah.
hydro
Yeah.
Band-Aid.
Band-Aid.
He literally said the other day, I heal very well.
All right.
I'm the best healer ever.
I heal very well.
Did you see Deadpool?
Yeah.
Just like Deadpool. Oh, Trump pool.
Yeah. Well, listen, at least you're aware that this is like one of those transitional phases of how the brainwashing works with propaganda. They bump you with Trump, and now we have the cleansing period of Kamala Harris.
I'm not aware of nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I pray for every day? COVID.
Yeah.
Just want COVID to be back again. I want to lock my doors and go, oh, we live here now. I
Well,
never leave the house.
COVID's gone though. Remember, it was
Yeah.
the worst
Yeah.
thing ever,
Something.
and now it just disappeared.
Yeah.
My daughter had COVID, and they were like, nah, she can go to
Right.
school.
Yeah, yeah. But
Like,
don't
if
worry,
her fever's over.
you'll have another one of those, I'm pretty sure, because you got the Zika virus that's coming in. You got
I don't
the
want to get it.
norovirus.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying I want to get it. I want the world to
Right,
get it.
right.
So that I could just stay in my house
Yeah.
and lock the doors. I have everything that I need here. I'm good.
There was some, I think it was some of one of those viruses that you only hear of in the rainforest, and now the CDC is like,
Here.
yeah, they're like, oh, that virus is in South Florida.
Rainbow Monkey Jungle.
Yeah. it's like,
I
all
want
right.
I want to live like Will Smith lived in I Am Legend, where just a big vault. You close the door at the end with a big vault, and that's it. And I just watch reruns of the Today Show.
Yeah.
And Shrek.
You would. I don't see you as ever doing this, but I feel like you would really love one of those like houses that's all the whole ecosystem is in the house. So like you would never have to go out to buy food or anything because
No, I would love that, but I don't want to be the one responsible for sowing the seeds.
Like a biodome?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, they have hydroponic systems that are super easy to use. All you would have to do is like clean the lines every once in a
I
while.
also don't want to just eat leaves.
Yeah,
I was gonna say no Uber Eats. On
Yeah,
that.
you
you
can't
throw-
Uber Eats.
You
Yeah,
can throw some dead meat in there every once in a while. I'd be happy with that.
you do like you can have fish and you can have like a couple goats or something because the fish eat the plant and all that.
Do you know how I am pretty realistic about things? Like I know I'll never be able to play guitar and all that stuff. I know, and there's some girls out there that are going to laugh at me. I can't fillet a fish. If I fillet a fish, I watched Captain Nate do it when he did it, and it effortlessly. And if I do it, it's just going to be a bag of bones, and I don't want to even try.
It's amazing to me whenever people say I can't do something because it's like, first off, he's a captain. So he's been on a boat for a while and he deals with
Got
fish.
a little experience.
Yeah, so he does. Like, if you can't do it on your first try, it's never going to happen. That's impossible for me.
I'm different. It's not my first try. Like I've picked up a guitar and played around with a guitar and tried. You would think that somebody who played as long as I would pick a little bit of it up.
Yes, but how long have you been playing now? What would you say, 10 to 15 years? Like, how long have you been
playing bass?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been about 15 years.
Right. In 15 years, if you would have practiced 4 hours a
If I
week,
took lessons,
right,
stuff,
and did all that stuff, you'd be so far ahead of where you are now, where you're not actually putting in the time and effort.
What I'm saying is different. Like if you give me something and I like it, I could figure it out and I could do it at least okay.
But I'm saying if like Captain Nate took you and showed you how to fillet a fish and then you practice on it and then did that, you'd be able to do it.
Yes.
It's just I'll never be able to do it. I tried it 3 times and it's not as good as a guy who's been doing it his entire life.
There's a majority of things that I think I can pick up and I can figure out and I can look at it and figure it out. There are just a couple of things where I know I'm not good.
Galvin's saying you're a quitter.
No, but you saying like if you said I'm never going to be able to dunk a basketball, I would go, yeah. I mean, if you worked out a lot and lost weight and built up your muscle in your legs and jumped because you're 6'3", you could possibly. But I could see where you would say never going to be able to. Okay, I'll accept that. Never going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But like I could never do. Like people say that all the time. There's no way I could run a marathon or there's no way I could do this. And I go, yeah, if you put in the time, you can. You can.
I had a teacher in sophomore year in high school. There were 7 boys in the class and 32 girls. It was never uneven like that, except this one class. And he used to make us sit in the order in which we failed the test. So I would sit at the back all the time. He was the greatest teacher ever. And he would go down the row and figure out what we would be in the future. You would tell him what you'd want to be, and he'd tell you what you were going to be. And he looked at me and he said, "Calta," and I go, "I'm going to be the center for the Knicks." And he looked at me and he goes, "No. You're going to be a butcher."
No.
Butcher face.
Yeah, he goes, "You're going to be a butcher."
Nope.
This is the same teacher that I threw a girl's pen out the window, and he made me go get it out the window. He made me climb out the window to go get it.
Not
And then when I
cool.
got outside, he locked me out. The guy was great, man.
Those are fun teachers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like I remember his
Yeah.
class.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
what I learned in his class. I remember he was a good teacher.
I remember Mr. Lakin was one of my favorite teachers ever. Him and Mr. Troy, who I think were like best friends, and they taught right next to each other.
Right.
But like they were friends outside of school, and they would always do dumb stuff. Like the one would come over and mess with the other one, do stuff. And I remember they were doing a thing, and you had to figure it out. The amount, whatever the number was, they would take silverware and they would throw it down on the ground and then move their hand away, and you had to figure out from 1 to 10 what it was. And everyone was like, "What?" When they were throwing it down, they would throw it down and they would go like this. They would put out like 3 with their hand or whatever. And I picked up on it, and that stuck with me for the rest of my life because I figured it out first. And everyone was like, "How do you know?" And they're like, "He knows. He knows. He figured out the silverware." And I'm like, "That's never going to help me in life."
Yeah.
But it was just a fun thing. And you go, "Yeah, Mr. Lake, it's cool."
Guess who called me last night at like 8:30?
The girl whose pen you threw out the window.
Close.
Oh.
Amanda Pappas.
Oh, I wish.
The guy who shouldn't be coming to the high school reunions.
Lee England. No, not him. It was my high school girlfriend, Danielle Mazzola.
Oh,
What?
Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Who does not
I heard
call
you
me.
have a cat.
She does not call me, and she called me, and I looked at the phone, and I went, mm. And then Juliana walked by, and she goes, "Who's that?" I go, "My high school girlfriend." She goes, "My God, please answer it. Please answer it." I go, no. No, they were. Her and my other friend were together and drunk in Atlantic City.
Oh, what did she call Mike Calta?
The one that got away.
No, the one they set free. Yeah, there's no way. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll play Sporcle. We got stuff to give away. Carmen will tell you what that is. Then, of course, news, and then Dom will be here in the 9 o'clock to take your legal calls. It's the Mike Calta Show. Sporkle's next on 102.5 The Bone. Ooh. The city of Fort Myers called me yesterday.
Yeah, the whole city?
Said
the party line?
City of Fort Myers is calling, and I went, well, I don't know anybody in Fort Myers, so I'm not answering that.
Maybe they also got a key or something.
You know, I figured they'd go through Spanish.
Yeah.
I did get a call.
He probably didn't answer.
Well, that's probably true.
I did not get a call from the city yesterday.
Then I did get a call in Miami, not from the city of Miami, but in Miami. And I said, all right, I'll give it a shot. I said, hello, and I heard, boop. Hello? I go, hello. Hello, Mr. Michael? Yes. I'm calling you something, whatever. You are on Medicaid and Medicare, right? I go, are you asking me or telling me? And she goes, you are on Medicaid and Medicare, right? I go, are you asking me or are you telling me? And she went, are you on Medicaid and Medicare? Like, she did not know what to say. And then finally she just went, she got frustrated and hung up.
That's all I have in the script.
But it made me feel so good to have frustrated her for a little while. And I was like, all right. I didn't even have to be mean. I just.
I like when they say, we're recording you. I go, I don't give you permission to record me.
Yeah.
And they go, no.
You're not in public. Yeah, I love when they call me up and they go, hello, is this John Calta? I go, yes, it is. Schedule some appointments.
Yeah.
What do you want to come over to my house? Why don't you come early and I'll make you hash browns like Carmen.
Okay.
Carmen, what do we have to give away today?
We have tacos.
Tuesday.
We have tickets for Train. A lot of T's in there.
I'd rather have tacos.
Right? Tickets for Train, 30 Seconds to Mars, Stone Temple Pilots, Imagine Dragons, Imposters of Rock, and Chicago with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Nice. You like Imagine Dragons?
Me?
Imagine Dragon these.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
I'm
All
slow
right.
today, man.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
It's a hash browns. Yeah. Let's give some stuff away right now. A little bit of Sporcle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
All right. This should be easy.
All right.
Because today we're playing the easy quiz.
Oh.
Can you answer the questions with the word easy in them? And the word easy is in the question, not the answer, just so you know.
All right.
That's a little weird. All right, your first one. Easy Street is a 1917 silent film starring
Charlie Chaplin.
Mike Calta.
Starring Mike Calta.
Nope.
That was easy was the slogan.
Staples.
Galvin. Easy Money starred
Rodney Dangerfield.
Galvin. Easy is a song by which Motown band?
Commodores.
Mike Calta. In which sport is easy off a sign to stop?
Cricket.
In which sport is easy off a sign to stop?
Badminton.
Volleyball.
Water polo.
Rowing is what I was looking
That's
for.
not a sport.
Yeah.
It is. It's in the Olympics. I watched it.
This was breakdance. Very good.
All right. There's two answers for this. I will accept either.
All right.
It's a saying. It's as easy as
1, 2, 3.
Mike Calta.
Apple pie.
Yeah.
I would have accepted ABC.
Oh.
Or 1, 2, 3.
Not apple pie.
Not apple pie. No, sorry. Speakeasies grew to prominence in which
20s.
historical era?
30s. Damn it.
40s.
No, I'm looking for the actual name. Prohibition,
yeah.
is what I was looking for, yeah. No point. The series Easy is exclusive to which streaming service?
HBO.
Netflix.
Netflix. Galvin.
Wild, yes.
Yeah, that's what I did.
That's all you needed. And Pap, we are halfway there.
Spanish and Gio are not on the board. They both have 0.
Oof.
Mike and Gavin are all tied up.
Oof.
They
All
have
tied
3 apiece.
3. 3. That is all right.
3.
I had
That's
Mike.
correct.
I had Mike with 4.
Wait.
I had me with 5.
That is true.
You don't keep other people's scores.
Oh, sorry.
I definitely have more than 3. Well, I don't know about you.
No, that's 3.
I have 3, and I think that you have 3 just
Okay.
because of what I have. But if you want
That's
to
fine.
go through and forensics hit, you can, but you lose a point if you're wrong.
Yeah, no, I trust the system.
All right. You guys good?
Yep.
Okay. The easy quiz. Here we go. Let's continue. The film Easy Rider earned the actor
Nicholson.
Galvin. The Sleep Easy Motel is an establishment in which animated sitcom?
Hotel Transylvania.
Family Guy.
Simpsons.
Galvin.
Another wild
Simpsons.
guess. Another wild guess. I thought it was Family Guy.
The song It's Not Easy Being Green.
Kermit the
Kermit the
Frog.
Frog.
Mike Calta. What American city has the
New
nickname
Orleans.
Galvin? The descent to hell is easy is a quote attributed in
Good
which
intentions.
ancient text?
The Bible.
Don Quixote.
Hebrew.
Aeneid. That's what I was looking for. Your next one. What pop singer had the #1 single, Easy on Me? Oh, great song.
Yeah, I know.
What pop singer had the #1 single,
Justin Bieber.
Easy on Me?
Rihanna.
Jack Harlow.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, Adele.
Easy on the hash browns.
Oh.
You know?
All right.
That's how Adele did it. She just cut out half.
I should never tell you guys anything. Which famous mystery writer wrote the play Murder is Easy?
Agatha Christie.
What? Mike Calta. And Pap.
Oh.
We're on the last 3.
Spanish and Geo, no movement there. Both still with 0.
What is happening?
Michael with 5 points, and Galvin is your leader right now. He's winning by 1 with 6.
All right, last 3 of the easy quiz. Here we go. When a player positions themselves near the goal or basket and away from the main action for an easy score.
Cherry pick. Oh, cherry picker. Yeah. Sorry. For some reason, I was confused and thought we had to say easy.
Nope. Galvin, cherry pick. Who played the main character in the 2010 film Easy A?
Stone.
Galvin. And your last one. Who sang the song Imagine, which
Lennon.
Which one? What was the easy part of that?
which contains the lyrics, Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try.
Kristen Wiig. That video of what's his name? The old
Corey?
no, of the old Italian singer.
Frankie Valli?
Frankie
Did you watch the
Valli.
whole video?
Oh
I told you guys.
God.
It's
You can't be doing
so sad.
That's elder abuse.
Yeah, he looks like an animatronic. He's not even moving his lips.
He doesn't know where he is.
No.
Like there's the part where he's on the side of the stage and he's just staring
Yeah.
off like Biden.
Very Biden-esque.
Yeah.
Like, why does he have to? Why does he still have to go out there and do these shows? Is what makes no sense to me.
His family's making him do it. Clearly,
Yeah.
I mean, who?
I don't know. I think he feels like I
He's
think he
not
doesn't want
there,
to give it
though.
up. No, but I think he's like, I'm still Frankie Valli. You know what I mean?
I don't even know if he can say that.
There's the
You know
one.
what I mean?
There's more clips that I watched, and he's on stage, and he literally they're playing the lip sync track, and he's not even moving.
No, he doesn't even
He
try.
has the microphone by his waist, and
Yeah.
he's just gone.
Yeah, and he moves, and his lips are not moving, but it's they're playing this. He's
And the
literally
guys in the backup band are like, come on, Frankie, get it together. We need this money.
he's just standing there.
Two things. One, if you have not seen it, just Google Frankie Valli singing, and you'll see it recently. Whatever. Who do you think's more embarrassed, his band or Corey Feldman's band?
Corey Feldman's band is like, nobody's expecting this to be good. So
I really think Corey Feldman is in on the joke.
no, he's
No
The
way.
song
He's
is
not.
called "The Joke Is on You."
No
way.
I really think so. And do you see Fred Durst sat out and he's like, he's like, I'm going to debunk this right now. People say that Corey Feldman ain't playing this guitar solo. And he sat
Corey
right in front of
Feldman
it.
looked so kind of annoyed about it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I watched that. Yeah.
By the way, nobody's saying he's not playing that guitar. We all know that he's playing it.
Yeah.
He's not playing anything.
Right.
You could let a cat go on that guitar and it would sound the same.
I love Fred Durst so much because he's like, "What? Give it up for Corey Feldman."
Yeah. Well, Green Lane opened in St. Pete. They did not have us out there.
Oh.
Green Lane said that we bring too much traffic to their restaurant. They didn't know. They said if we're out there with Gronk and we did a broadcast from there, they said it'd be too much traffic.
Dude, you guys should totally come out and shut it down.
They want to have Gronk wasn't out there.
Right.
Yeah,
right,
so they want us to come out when Gronk's
when
actually
he's there.
Yeah. So let's not
That's
say
fine.
bad things about them.
Carmen, no hash browns.
I
there.
was just on my ground.
No hash browns there?
No, not
I'm not
healthy
going.
according to them.
They're healthy though. Hash browns are healthy. They have them there, I bet. Green Lane.
It's got good seed oil.
I am all for the healthy hash brown. I loved your story, and I'm going to stick to that.
I think it's great.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not eating them as the whole meal. The main meal is protein.
Popcorn, hash browns,
Right. I've been right because I
cookie dough.
follow. Nope. I never said
No.
cookie dough. I follow.
Cherry Garcia.
Somebody heard that.
I follow a lot of people, and like I said, the main.
Are those people fat?
No, they're not. The main source of my breakfast is protein. I have 21 grams of protein. There's 7 grams of protein per egg.
A lot of protein, chocolate cake.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't eat chocolate cake.
You know what I ordered, Carmen? I had to get flavorless protein powder.
Ugh, the worst.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's flavorless though.
It's not. Just wait. It tastes like bone marrow.
Oh.
You won't be able to untaste that now. I'm telling you. I use
Well,
like
thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
right.
No, the honestly, the protein shakes that you're drinking may be like the best.
I know,
the
but
best.
they're making me nauseous.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's, that after protein drink feeling is making me nauseous.
When you drink, I was drinking those for a while, and then after this too much, I don't know. It's weird.
Well,
But-
it's the synthetic protein. I think is the problem with that.
But those
I
are
like
the best. But those are the best tasting. Anything else that you get, to me, it tastes like bone marrow, and I can't
I
untaste
think you got
that.
that stuck in my head.
Yeah, I
yeah,
can't.
yeah.
delicious.
Really, any of the you can do any of the protein things. You just throw a couple of scoops of ice cream in there.
Yeah.
No,
That's-
no,
I follow
no.
people who say you can do that.
Yeah.
That's not. You're
I
following.
also
You're
got some
following the wrong
hash browns in
people.
there, too.
Yeah.
Whatever Carmen made yesterday smelled awesome when I walked in the studio.
Yeah, my eggs and hash browns.
Yeah.
Yeah, hash browns are good.
I'm with it.
One is good because it keeps you full.
One's good, two's better.
Potatoes.
Yeah.
No.
Put cheese on them.
Easy as 1, 2, 3 hash browns.
Yeah.
Scram and slam them.
Do not listen to these fools.
Let's go to Waffle House right now for a good
I'm
healthy
in.
breakfast.
I'm in about that. I mean,
smothered and covered hash browns.
Yeah.
Diced and chopped.
Yeah.
And
I throw a protein, a Butterfinger in my protein shake. Yeah, it's a protein Butterfinger. I got protein in my Butterfinger now.
What I'll do a lot of times is I'll get a protein bar and then put peanut butter on it and then put a Butterfinger on top of it
Oh,
and make
yeah.
like a
Little
sandwich.
sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Switch.
it's like I'm eating healthy, but then a little treat after.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Yeah. Treat yourself.
I used to know a guy who had to eat breakfast dessert.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had to have his breakfast dessert.
A buddy of ours, his wife told us if we ate dessert before dinner, it's French tradition and it doesn't. You don't gain weight.
I like that theory.
Come on,
Yeah.
right.
Do you remember, Carmen? I don't know if I made this up or I did this, but I remember we covered a story where it was like if you eat sweets in the morning, it's
Yeah,
not as bad for you.
Because you have all day to like
Burn it
burn it off.
Yeah, but then remember that was a while ago, and then like a couple months ago, they had the story where they were like, "No, that is not true. If you do that,
Well, you don't want to eat like a piece of cake or a thing of ice cream like right before you go to bed. You don't really want to eat anything right before you go to bed. You want to give yourself 2 hours to let
Crunchwrap
it
Supreme right
digest.
before bed.
No,
is
that's
perfect.
That's
Great
how
if
you
wanna
don't wake
throw
up.
all night while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Carmen, I actually eat before I go to bed, but then I break dance like Ray Gun. So.
Touch your toes. Touch your toes.
Yeah. By the way,
That
have you
helps.
so many different ones. You had the one with the Karate Kid, the different memes. I saw the Matrix where he's doing all this, whatever. I saw they had video of it and said, "My kid in a public bathroom when I tell him not to touch anything," and she's just scooting around on the floor.
Do you want to be one of the breakdancers that nobody's ever heard of, or that Raygun's the most popular breakdancer, didn't win, but the most popular breakdancer in the world right now.
Well, I can tell you, I have some breakdance news coming up.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there's more to it.
She's so popular now. I even know her like coach and mentor, Sammy the Free, and I was watching him on Reddit. Yeah.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
All right, we'll get to that news. What do we have coming up in news, Calvin?
Coming up in news today, breakout, Jack Ryan, and the other F word.
More Jack Ryan.
Yeah.
All right, Calvin's got your news. We'll take a quick break, and we'll do that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. I tried to get David Wells to go to New Jersey for one day yesterday. There was David Bryan from Bon Jovi is doing a show at the Stone Pony, just David Bryan and friends. I text Dave, I go, you want to go to New Jersey for we'll fly on there Saturday morning, come home Sunday?
Yeah.
I would love to hear somebody like that, David Bryan, playing and not doing Bon Jovi stuff.
Yeah,
because I'm sure he's amazing, and he does cool stuff with Bon Jovi, but, he's also background. Like, I would love to hear him do some stuff where
he's a Tony Award winner, too.
Right.
I mean,
he's very accomplished. Yeah, absolutely. So I would love to see somebody like that you don't see out front, to play. That'd be cool.
Yeah. He's really good, and we were talking to him one time, and he's talking about changing the whole way a keyboard player plays, and that's why he never sits down. He stands up when he plays, so he could be that different. He'd be part of the band and not just be the background guy.
Just the fact that he wrote and plays dun, 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 that is such a cool little thing. That dun, 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 dun.
What is that?
From I'm trying to think.
I don't know what you're doing. I'm trying to help you.
Chun, 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 chun.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's gonna drive me crazy if I can't
Chun, 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 chun.
I mean, I felt like I was there. Whoa, halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer.
That's not it, though. No.
Chun, 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 chun.
It's something off of Jersey, I think. And you say it's all right.
Chun, 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 chun.
Okay. So that I know what you're talking about. It's Born to Be My Baby.
Born to Be My Baby. Yes,
That's what I was
where
saying.
they show him in the studio and they isolate the different things, and then they isolate Tico Torres drums, and I was like, oh, that sounds so cool. But just that keyboard part is such a cool, because it's sounds like an orchestra. Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
Chun, chun, chun,
We
chun,
figured
chun,
it
chun.
out. We figured it out.
Coming up in 45 minutes, we'll do the Bone Bonus keyword. We'll give you the first keyword of the day, 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5. You'll have a half hour to go to the Bone app and put that in. I want to remind everybody that on August 31st, it's a Saturday night, we are presenting a show at Ruth Eckerd Hall. Actually, we're not presenting it. Eagle's presenting it.
Yeah.
107.3 The Eagle, our sister station, which you should not be listening to during the hours of 6 to 10 a.m.
No.
They are presenting a show called The Imposters of Rock, which features 3 cover bands. One of them is Miles Shawn from Neil Sean's son from Journey, and his band, The Journey. What do they call it? Journey Experience.
Yeah.
They're headlining, and then Slippery When Wet, which is the Bon Jovi tribute band that's really good. They are playing, and Pitbull Toddler is opening that show. Tickets are available now. It's August 31st. Imposters of Rock at Ruth Eckerd Hall. Yes.
So real quick, speaking of Journey, we heard about all this stuff with Neil Sean and Jonathan Cain and da-da-da-da-da. So Neil Sean was talking the other day. He was putting stuff out on social media, and he said, I've been having a lot of questions, a lot of people asking stuff. They accused him of using money, the band's funds,
credit card.
Yeah, to set up where him and his wife are doing all this cool stuff and staying at all these different hotels. And he said, this is the same thing that Jonathan Cain sued me for before. He goes, it's all allocated. This is according to Neil Sean. He says it's all allocated. He goes, we have deals with a bunch of different hotels that my wife and I get upgrades and stuff. He goes, Jonathan decided last minute that he was going to go by tour bus. We have the jet that was on the thing, and that's how Arnell travels, and that's how Dean travels. We all travel on the jet that's already been allocated and everything. He goes, so I don't understand what the problem is. He goes, but that's the story right now, and he goes, he's suing me for the same thing. He sued me before, and it got kicked out, and so
I'm suing Josh.
You're suing Josh? What are you suing him for? His pants?
Too handsome.
Too handsome.
He's thrown off the balance of the rest of the band.
I got you.
By being too handsome in the front. You would also get sued, but you're in the back.
Oh, wow.
So you and your fancy haircut will not get sued for me until if you start sitting a little higher and we can see you above the drums, it's going to be problems.
I may move out front. You never know.
No. Then you'll see you in court, my friend.
I'll put my drum stool on a little like rolly thing and roll
Just
around.
spin around the stage.
That'll be nice.
Joe will push you around in between songs. We are out there on the 31st. No lawsuits. Come on out and see us at Ruth Eckerd Hall.
It's going to be fun.
Right now, time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. So back to school started yesterday, right? Everybody going back to school. Well, your kids probably need some new shoes, and they may have gone to school and realized, oh, these are the new style. Everybody's got the Hey Dudes now.
Plus, you don't want Lee England making fun of your shoes.
Yeah, you don't want the shoes with the Velcro or anything like that. Or maybe you do. Maybe those are in now, and that's what you want. Well, Pelt Shoes has all the different styles and brands right there in stock, ready to go for you. You don't have to wait around for shipping. You're not going to get the wrong size. You're not going to get the wrong color because they will get you a perfect fit, both size and style. They offer the complimentary 3D foot scan that gives you an exact measurement. They have 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. So stop into a Pelts today. Make sure you tell them Galvin sent you. The Biden administration is preparing for a potential attack on Israel by Iran and its proxies as soon as this week in retaliation for the recent assassinations of the top leaders of Hamas and Hezbollah. Jesus.
He nailed it.
Yeah, I got it. The Pentagon, which rarely makes public statements on locations of submarines, said Sunday that Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has ordered the USS Georgia, a nuclear-powered guided missile submarine, to the region. Austin also ordered the USS Abraham Lincoln carrier strike group to accelerate its movement from the Indo-Pacific to the Middle East. The moves were made, according to the Pentagon, to protect U.S. forces in the region as well as help Israel defend itself against anticipated retaliatory attack by Iran and its proxies.
I feel like Iran is not really like a problem, like for us.
Yeah.
Like they're our bitches. Like we tell them what to do.
Yeah, it's interesting because
we're going to give you a nuclear treaty and then we're going to take it away.
Yeah, and you know, I know that the majority of us here know how Israel does things and how strong their military power is and how much money we give them. So it always blows me away when we get press releases like this where we're worried that there may be an attack next week. It's like, you know there's going to be an attack, and you're coming. Very well equipped to handle it.
Well, and we just want to let you know that we got people everywhere.
Yeah,
and also kind of like we're going to fax this press release to Iran just to give you a heads up and let you know we're in your neighborhood.
Call them personally.
We have bases all around the country, and we're just aiming. We're all aimed at you right now. I feel like Iran does not want to mess with that. Like I feel like Iran's like we have to punch back, but man, we're gonna get beat up so hard after this.
Yeah, do you ever get the feeling sometimes with this Iran-Israel thing that like it almost feels like Iran is made to do some of this stuff, and their leaders when they talk on camera, they're like, yeah, we're doing this again. Yeah.
Do you feel like Iran is the Italian female boxer going in against the Algerian boxer?
Yeah, no chance.
Like it's the Olympics. I have to at least go in there and
see. I have. It's hard for me to understand what goes on between Israel and Palestine because I don't have a dog in the game. But the amount of hatred that comes out of Palestine for the Jews, for like Israel's like. Yes, there can be peace. There can be two-state. There can be and then you go to, and you're like, oh, okay. And then you go to Palestine, and you're like, no, death to all Jews. They're all criminals. They're all bad people. And you're like, all right, well, that's never going to work out.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Well, it's only been going on for a short time.
Yeah, but
that's what I was going to say.
But they're the ones perpetuating it. Like I want to say, like every time somebody goes, well, the Palestinian people attack the Jews, but I go, okay, but why? What's going on? And then you talk to them, and they're like, we just hate Jews. And we're like, we hate them. There's no chance at ever having peace. They're the worst people. Like they've just been so indoctrinated to hate the Jews that there's no chance that you're looking at 2 generations before that's pushed out. You know,
I don't want any civilians or innocent people to die, but I feel like that would be the equivalent if like the KKK. We voted in the KKK here in the U.S.
Yeah,
and other countries were just like, no, you just got to let them do their thing. You know, don't interfere. You know, it's like what's going on?
It's insane. Like the amount of brutal hatred. For the entire race,
you wanted more Donald Trump? I'll give you more Donald Trump. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump sat down Monday for a friendly 2-hour interview with billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk on Musk's social media platform. It's called X now.
Who is giving him $45 million a month?
Yeah.
Right? Wasn't that what it was?
That's what he said, yeah, that he was going to do that. After technical problems delayed the start of the event for more than 40 minutes, Musk, who has endorsed Trump, blamed the difficulties on a distributed denial of service attack in which a server or network is flooded with traffic in an attempt to shut it down. Though his claim could not be verified.
Trump must.
Well, Trump sought to turn the problems into positives, saying he was congratulating Musk on the number of people trying to tune in. Counter on X showed that as many as 1.3 million people were listening at times during the lengthy conversation.
Yeah, listen. If people are definitely turning to alternative sources of media, I have yet to watch anything on X. I'm not watching Tucker Carlson. I'm not watching any of this stuff here, but I will ingest the highlights later from somewhere else.
Sure, yeah.
I'm not sitting there watching it on my phone. Do you have anything about this earthquake that was in LA yesterday?
I do not.
There was a 4.4 earthquake yesterday in LA, and I got the news on my phone. A 4.4 earthquake had just struck LA. Well, my niece is in LA, so I text her and I go, "You good?" And she wrote back, "Yeah, why?" I go, "Because I just read there was a 4.4 earthquake." And she goes, "Oh yeah, it was crazy. Stuff was falling." I go, "How did you not know what I was talking about when I said that's how long you live in LA?"
Right,
you just don't even notice it
I was
anymore.
going to say, because is 4.4 even like a big deal for them? Or they're like, yeah, that's Tuesday.
You know, it came through as a breaking news story on my phone. I thought, "Oh god, this is a bad one. Something's going on."
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like here when like there's hurricanes just in the state and people are like, "Are you good?" And like, yeah, it's on the other coast.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
It's a big state.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Tropical Storm Ernesto, previously tagged as potential Tropical Cyclone 5, is continuing its westward path towards Puerto Rico and other surrounding islands, which is bad for Puerto Rico because they still haven't recovered, have they, from last couple times?
The last 2 decades, yeah.
Ernesto was upgraded on Monday evening and is expected to get stronger as it passes land and moves north through the Atlantic. According to the latest advisory from the National Hurricane Center, Ernesto is located about 350 miles east-southeast of San Juan, Puerto Rico. The storm has maximum sustained winds at 40 miles per hour. Doesn't look like much for us.
Right.
It's going to be down there with Puerto Rico and stuff. So.
I don't want to make any more jokes about how Tampa is impervious to hurricanes.
Yeah.
The last one was a little too close.
Just let me know when I can panic buy.
Yeah. I'm panic buying now.
This year, hash browns.
No, for sure.
Delicious.
All right.
Can you cook those on the grill? Have you done them on the grill?
You can.
All right.
You can.
I know Monica does in the toaster, but we figure something out. Breakdancing made its Olympic debut in Paris to cheers and perhaps a bit of confusion. But fans should not get used to seeing B-boys and B-girls on the Olympic stage. Breaking is not in the lineup of sports for Los Angeles Olympics in 2028.
Why?
Leaders of the sport think it is unlikely that it'll even be in Brisbane for 2032 for when it's in Australia. It all comes down to funding, they say. While there's no room for breaking in the 2028 program, there will be 5 sports that were not featured at Paris Olympics that will be in.
Like what? Does it say?
Yeah, I do have it, Carmen. Would you like to guess?
What are these now? New sports?
Sports that were not at Paris but will be for the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles.
Outdoor camping?
No.
Pickleball.
No.
Ugh.
I got to tell you, one of the ones that they're actually thinking about getting rid of, boxing.
What?
Yeah, there's
Because
discussions
people getting hurt?
Yeah.
Wow.
Jake, you see Jake Paul said he's going to fight in the next Olympics?
He's gonna.
Yeah.
He also
try.
said that he'll be world champion.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
You never know.
That's why they're getting rid of boxing. They're like, we're not giving him the opportunity to do it. No.
Sorry, guy.
So these are 5 sports that were not featured at the Paris Olympics that will be in the 2028 is cricket.
Oh.
Well, that doesn't help America.
No. This one does. Flag football.
Sure.
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Get some old school pros in there.
Yeah.
Baseball and softball, lacrosse, and squash.
Do they normally have baseball?
I think
No.
they have in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're
The
bringing it.
Olympic baseball team, will that be Major League players?
Well, you have to be American, though, or American citizen. I mean, you got a lot of
There's
Dominican
about
players.
7 left.
Yeah, but you got a lot
of.
of Japanese and Dominican and all.
But there's a lot of college players, so I'm wondering if that is if
Sure.
that's all it'll be as college
Oh
players.
yeah, I don't know whether they have pros or not. I mean, I would imagine they're allowed to.
Yeah.
but I
Just
don't
like
know.
basketball.
Right.
Oh, imagine if like a Tom Brady does flag football.
Well, that's what we were talking about before. Whenever they were saying about that, the retired guys that still have an arm, like Marino, easily could still get in there. I bet.
Marino.
I bet Marino could.
Marino's 60.
Yeah, but he's an angel.
I'm saying as opposed to, normal people that they're going to have do it and stuff. Yeah, there'll be college players or whatever. Marino can still throw. I bet Marino can still throw better than 80% of college quarterbacks.
Highly accurate.
I don't know.
I talked to him at least once a month. He was just throwing me some balls the other day.
I'm not talking.
I believe that more than
I'm not talking in the pros where he's getting hit. I'm talking flag football. I bet he still has. He's so accurate.
He can chuck it
in his arm and stuff.
When you're going against world-class athletes in their prime, and you're a 60-year-old man,
and you have the quickest release, and you can just stand in the pocket and just whip it.
When he was like 30.
Yeah. Whoa. I think too old. I think Brady being so close to playing years may be able to pull it off.
And that's because he doesn't eat sugar. He doesn't. He's on the TB12.
And you have to think about this because it's the Summer Olympics. It's going to have to be retired players. You're not going to be able to get. You're not even going to be able to get college players because they're in season. You know what I mean?
Marino's looking better now.
Yeah, but because think about it, basketball is over. That's why you can have all the NBA players. Well, you can have the professional players.
The WNBA, all the female players for the Olympic team, they're all in WNBA, and WNBA starts right back this week.
Right.
But taking an Olympic break.
Yeah, they do an Olympic break. Yeah, that's what they do.
I wonder if they have female flag football as well. That's in high schools this year.
Or will it be intramural?
Ooh, or lingerie.
Well, that's not big.
I love that.
Lingerie.
Yeah.
Well, how about this? Danica Marino comes out and wants to play in lingerie.
Hello.
Would you like to throw a touchdown? Dude. Speaking of sports, oh boy, Boston. You never disappoint. Boston Red Sox outfielder Jarren Duran has been suspended by the team for 2 games without pay for uttering an anti-gay slur at a fan in the Fenway Park stands during Sunday's 10-2 loss to the Houston Astros.
I don't agree with this at all.
Duran will be serving the suspension immediately, he started with last night's game against the Texas Rangers. In a statement announcing the suspension, the Red Sox said Duran's salary for the 2 games missed will be donated to an LGBTQ organization. Duran's insult could be heard on NESN broadcast and quickly circulated by fans. A fan was heckling the All-Star when he was at bat, saying that he needed a tennis racket to hit the ball.
That's a good.
Duran responded by saying, "Shut up, you blanking blanket." Yeah,
that's a toughie.
Here's the thing: you get a guy whose livelihood is depending on him hitting. He's not hitting. And then you get some jerk off from Boston yelling at you, and I'm on his side on this one, man. Look, his choice of
tennis racket.
That's pro sports, though.
Yeah. His choice of words was maybe a little bit off, but I mean, also there's a large portion of people who use that word that don't intend it towards the LGBTQ community 100%.
Yeah. But if he would have said, "Shut up, idiot," nothing would have happened to him. Nothing would have happened to him.
A-hole.
The fact that he said the other F word, is the big problem.
That other F word's a really strong word.
Yeah,
it is, and I try not to use it at all because I know it bothers people, all kinds of people. But sometimes it slips out. I'm not going to lie. And when it does, it's very effective.
But that's the thing is the F word and the R word are very sensitive subjects now that they used to weren't as, sensitive.
You don't
but they were good missiles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You don't want to call somebody something that is insinuating that it's derogatory. So me calling you that F word is saying that is bad, but it's really not. And that word it really means a group of sticks that you bundle together, set on fire. I'd rather just call them that. And I would be like, shut up. Yeah, but I'd be like, shut up, you F words. And by that, I mean a bundle of sticks.
Yeah,
if you clarify at the end, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's just it's a hard double G word. We know how those go over.
Yeah. So, but I love it. I love that it was caught on there, just slow mo. Shut up. No, not gonna work.
And it was in Boston, so I agree with him.
You have to imagine this happens all the time. If you're a female and you're getting your phone fixed, guess what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Right?
Like stealing all your photos.
100%.
Nice.
A phone repairman in Oklahoma was arrested after he sent himself an explicit video from a female customer's phone while he was fixing it. And she saw the text go through from her computer. Ooh. So the woman was using her computer while the phone was being fixed, and it was synced with her phone. So she saw a notification that a text had been sent from her phone to an unknown number. The message was a naughty video. She kept it locked in a photo album. She immediately knew that he had accessed it and sent it. Also, the phone number that it was sent to was the same number on the guy's business card that he gave her. Yeah, he was charged with larceny and computer crimes.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if you're fixing phones, if you're good enough to be able to fix phones, be smarter than that.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
you know what to do. You take a picture, you take a video of that with
Yeah, the
another
video
phone.
of it.
Damn right.
Yeah.
I love that they are.
Or just download it.
Yeah.
People, there's somebody who wrote that law that had no idea about anything with computers, and they're like, "What is that? It's computer crimes."
Yeah.
Computer crimes, no big deal.
That'll cover it.
Yeah.
What are we going to call it? Computer crimes. Yeah. Larceny, too. Yeah. That's, but you know, I mean, Carmen, you've got your phone fixed before, right?
Yeah.
You just assume that they're taking the stuff, or you try and delete it. Even if you're deleting the stuff, I'm sure the guys can find it.
I'm sure.
You give my wife who takes her phone in to get fixed so they can find 8,000 pictures of my kids. It's the most
But
boring
they're gonna-
phone there.
Right, but there's
If
girls.
she has something, they're going to find whatever she has.
If they find it, I'd like to see it.
And on Apple phones, you can search what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And it'll bring it right up.
Crazy.
You can
can
write
do, like,
boobies.
boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I write Carmen's boobs all the
Wait.
time.
Like, if you go to your thing right now and you type dog, it'll bring up every picture of your dog in one
It's crazy.
thing. or-
Too many
Yeah.
dogs.
Yeah, whatever it is.
It actually writes back on Galvin's phone. Too many dogs.
Ridiculous.
Overload.
Yeah. I just, whenever I want to text Spanish, I just write idiot.
Yeah. I get it. I get it.
So do I.
So we talked about the other subs moving over so that we're, in proximity to everything. Well, this submarine captain
subs.
is doing something different. A submarine captain was fired for making a sex tape while in charge of nuclear missiles.
Yes.
Awesome.
The officer was kicked out of the Royal Navy after top brass saw the X-rated footage. He was in command of Vanguard-class nuclear submarine armed with Trident II doomsday weapons. That
nice.
sounds good. The captain shared the graphic film with a junior sailor who had served aboard the same submarine. Crewmates claim the pair had an illicit physical relationship when the $4 billion sub was at sea.
Yeah.
Little sub action.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, if you're the captain of a nuclear submarine, don't you got to blow off some steam every
Yeah.
once in a while, I
You're
imagine.
stuck down there in that tube.
You know what I mean?
That's a good flex.
Yeah.
Well, you want to see this missile?
Nicole, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show.
Good morning.
Hello.
I just wanted to. Hello?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to respond to what you guys were saying about Palestinians hating Jews. Do you know anything about what is actually going on over there with the Palestinians? Like their houses are being bulldozed. They can't move freely. It's the same thing that happened to the Native Americans here when the British came over here. Basically, people are being pushed out of their homes. They're being pushed out of where they live, where they've lived for thousands and thousands of years. Palestinians don't hate Jews. They hate
You're
what is
insane.
happening to them.
If you think Palestinians don't hate Jews, you would know nothing about what you're talking about. Let me ask you a question. Where are you? Are you one or the other?
My husband is Jordanian Palestinian, and he does not hate Jews.
Okay, but he's
He
American.
hates what's happening.
He's-
And we happen to know that. Okay,
but is your
wait
husband
a minute.
American?
Wait, no, he's not.
I mean, does he live here in America?
No, he does not.
Oh, that doesn't seem like a good relationship.
So let me just. It is a very good relationship.
I like to send my wife to Jordan once a month. You go ahead. I'm listening.
You made me forget what I was going to say.
I know. Listen to me. I'm telling you, I can't speak for every Palestinian, and I'm sure that the people in Israel are not as innocent in all things that they. But what I'm saying is, The journalists that have gone over to Palestine and asked the Palestinian people about the Jews and the Jews about possible peace and a two-state life, it's entirely different. When you go over to Israel and you ask them, they say, yes, we'd like to have peace. There could be peace. But, we're not there and this, that, and the other thing. Then you go over to the Palestine, they're like, no, we hate Jews, death to all Jews. Jews don't deserve to be here. They're all criminals. They're all bad. I mean, I'm just telling you the stuff that I've seen online on the news. It's not one incident. It's several incidents.
Yeah, well, don't forget, you can't believe everything you see on the news. I mean, who are they? Who exactly are they asking? I mean, listen, it's almost like the Jewish people that are in the army, they're almost forced to be the way that they are. This is drilled into their head.
Yeah,
from the
same
time
thing
they
with the
are little
Palestinians.
children. We need to get the Palestinians out. We need to get the Palestinians. I mean, what happened?
Get them out of what? They're not being trapped to be there.
What?
You said we need to get them out. Get them out of what?
Get them out of Israel. How did Israel even come about? How did it come about? It was Palestine first, right?
And they decided that they were going to live with two states. They were going to have Israel and Palestine.
No, they did not.
Oh.
No, they did not.
What happened?
No, they did not.
Then what happened?
When the Jews have been pushed, the same thing that is happening to the Palestinians happened to the Jews. The Jews were pushed out of. Sorry, my mind is like all over the place.
Listen
but the Jews were pushed out of their country, and the British came about with Israel and said, this is going to be your property. This is going to be where you guys can settle. That's how Israel came about. And my mother's British.
All right, listen to me. Besides that, what we're talking about is, I'm telling you that if you go to, where are you land on Hamas? Are you pro-Hamas?
No, of course not.
Right, but you can go find pro-Hamas rallies.
Listen to me. I'm for peace, as well as many Palestinians are. Many Palestinians are. My landlord is Jewish. I have nothing against any Jewish person. We have a problem with what is happening. What is happening to the Palestinian people?
I think most normal people feel that way.
Actual people.
You seem like a somewhat normal person, and I think most normal people feel that way. That they feel like there should be peace there. What I'm saying is that the majority of interviews I've seen, whether it be pro-Hamas rallies here in the United States or people who have gone into Palestine and talked to the Palestinian people, the Palestinians come across as Jew haters, and the Jews come across as people who want peace.
Let me ask you something, because the Palestinian people over there have no options. They cannot move freely. If they want
Whose fault is that?
To change.
Whose fault is that? The Palestinians are run by Hamas. Hamas, a terrorist organization that they elected.
I'm talking about the everyday people. Yes, there are some people, there are some Palestinians that have become radicalized. Do you know why? Because they have nothing. They have nothing. They have no options. And when a person has absolutely nothing and they see that there is no option for change and they're never going to be anything, you don't value anything. So your life is not anything and never will be anything. So of course they're angry.
Logic
right?
does not apply. I get what you're saying, but I don't agree with you. And look, I like you. I don't want us to turn into Palestine and Israel. I appreciate your opinion. We just disagree.
I guess so.
Thank you.
But I'm just saying, I don't want people to think that all Palestinians hate Jews, because they don't.
I say a good majority of them do. Will you agree with that?
No, because
I think
I can't, because my husband was Palestinian, and
that's one.
I mean
that's one. That's right.
That's one. Yeah, but his whole family's Palestinian.
Yeah, but I clearly you have.
Listen.
Yeah.
If you ever.
Why do you not live with your husband?
For 20 years, for 24 years, I have traveled back and forth.
That's not a healthy relationship. Why doesn't he come here to be with you? What's wrong with you?
About my relationship.
I don't.
Talking about my relationship.
You can't have a husband who lives in a far off country. Why? How are you surviving like that? What do you do when you wanted to get some booty?
I'm planning to move.
Oh, you're going to be on
I'm
90
in
Day
school
Fiance?
right now.
Why can't he come here? It's a much better country here.
He doesn't want to come here,
He doesn't.
and I don't want to live.
Stubborn
Yeah,
Palestinian.
No. We have plans.
You just got through telling me how bad it is over there and how people are.
We're not moving to
Where are you going?
Israel or Palestine.
Where are you going?
My husband lives in Jordan.
I don't like it. Well, listen, I like you. I'm glad we talked today. I think you're a little crazy, but I appreciate your phone call.
All right.
Love you.
Bye.
Listen.
All right.
I cannot speak for all Palestinians or all Jews. I'm telling you, the majority of the people I saw, and I'm not saying what Fox News is showing me, what CNN is showing me. I watch a lot of stuff online, and a lot of these guys, some of them comedians that are doing pieces where they go over and talk to these people. Some of them, Michael Rappaport, one of the guys. A majority of the folks that I've seen from Palestine are born and raised to hate the Jews, and that is it. They're not as interested in peace as the Jews are.
But that's also the problem. They are born and raised
right.
since the age of,
right. You
since they pop out of the womb.
It's like being racist. It's born in racist cities. You grow up until those generations have died off.
Right.
It's still being taught that way. So, Nicole, don't be mad at me. I don't know how you could choose to go live in Jordan over Tampa or whatever. It's cool. Oh,
Have
man,
you been there before?
Where, in Jordan?
Yeah.
No, I don't even know where it is.
Great shoes.
No, not.
Carmen.
No.
I need you to do something.
Okay.
I need you. You're not ranking us, in order of who you want to bang or anything like that. Just go through all of us, the guys that are on the show, and from 1 to 10, 10 being the hottest person you've ever seen in your life, 1 being absolute uggo. Give us what you would rank each person on the show.
Oh man,
yeah.
Well, I'm doing some science.
But you can't do it based on personality. Like you can't say Gio is a 2 because you don't like him.
Right. And if you seeing them for the first time, you walk in somewhere, they walk up.
Personality come into it or no?
No, it's just looks, just straight looks.
All right.
Whoever you want to start with.
Start with Joe.
Okay. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are all like in the same 2 numbers.
Wow.
Hello, weed hat. Nice to meet you.
I'd say Joe's like a 6.
Okay. Then Gio.
6. I'll take a 6. Thank you, Carmen.
You're welcome. I'm like basing it off of like Brad Pitt and stuff, right? Like I'm basing it off of everybody.
A 10 is the hottest person you ever seen. So Joe is a 6. You say?
I'll take a 6.
What about Gio?
Gio's like a 7.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll take it. Come on.
All right. What about
He's
Spanish?
tall. He's like a 6, 6.5.
All right. What about Galvin?
Galvin's like a 7, 7.5.
Oh.
What about me?
You're like a 7.
I'm tall.
6.5, 7. Like
All
I said,
right.
you guys are all in the same like
Listen,
6, 7 range.
I'll take it. I thought you were going to put us on like 4s.
I'm giving everyone the higher number. So, all right.
Yeah.
So, Joe, you're a 6. Spanish, you're a 6.5. Mike, you're a 7. Gio, you're a 7. And I am a 7.5. Now, Carmen, we will all rank you and figure out a number. So, what do you think for Carmen?
Real quick, I need to set the parameters. 10 is the best. But
10 is the best.
Like Amanda Pappas is a 10. And
It's whatever you think.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to think in my head. Do you mind if I just talk it out?
No.
Penelope Cruz.
Right. You're at your 10s.
Pappas is your 10?
Well, like she's in a 10 range.
Yeah, he was
Not
being
my,
jovial.
she's not my 10.
All right.
Not my 10.
I was thinking locally 10s.
Oh.
Channel 10.
Yeah, perfect.
So what would you give Carmen?
Go ahead, Spanish. You go first. Well, Joe, you went first.
Yeah.
Okay. I would give Carmen a solid 7.
Thank
All right.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Gio?
I would give Carmen an 8.
Oh.
Is this Carmen now or Carmen when she first started it?
Right now.
Intern
Okay.
Carmen
Right now.
or
No, right
Carmen.
now. Right now,
Me.
Carmen.
Carmen with Chad. Spanish?
I give Carmen a 7.
Okay. Galvin?
I also would give Carmen a 7.
I give Carmen 6.4. Everybody knows the rules. One bite.
I'll take it.
All right. So then if we average that out, I'm just going to throw away the top and bottom and we go 7.
Yeah.
So Carmen 7.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
I was saying that 6.4 to
Say
be
all
silly.
the fat guys on this end of the room. Yeah, what's up?
Okay.
So a new study found that ugly men live nearly a year less on average than those who are considered good looking. We're all considered good looking according to Carmen because we're over a 5. We're all over 5, all over 6, actually 6 or above. So that's pretty good, right?
This is an above average room.
Yeah.
I bet I know
Joe's
it.
bringing us
Why?
down. Joe's bringing us down.
I'm not bringing you down.
Why do they?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Oh.
So shut up.
I didn't say anything.
And unattractive women live 2 years less than those who are blessed with good looks. I don't know why.
I bet.
I think it's
study. It's science.
I think attractive people are afforded better things.
Yeah.
They just
more
are.
to live for.
Yeah,
and they get better, like, loving.
better job, better loving, all that type of stuff.
I can't die. I look too good.
More friends,
Right. Yeah,
all
more
that
to
type
live
of stuff.
for.
Man, you
They
had
ha-
me.
They have better sex. They have, like, more sex.
Yeah.
You know?
Keep talking.
They get more attention.
More hash browns.
More hash.
I am surprised Joe had the lowest score. That's crazy.
It's, again,
By
it's-
height.
No.
Or
it's
by height.
height and that hair. I don't like long hair. Never have.
That hair.
I don't like long hair on guys.
I'm just letting you know. According to the research, I got the highest score for men or women. Just so you know. Just so you know.
You did, Gal.
Tallest. You wasn't the tallest.
Tallest
Most
good hair.
attractive. Most attractive.
Must be nice.
hair, it's
Just
the
got a
calves.
haircut.
That was the calves. question.
Yeah, that's calves.
Yesterday on the show, we were talking about the struggles of high school football coaches, and particularly Chamberlain High School, where Carmen's boyfriend is the head coach, and Ian Beckles works. And Carmen was, both of them were enlightening us on how hard it is to really get those organizations to thrive throughout the season because there's no funding going towards it. And several of our listeners stepped up and made donations, including a woman who contacted me after the show that demanded that she remain nameless, that donated $1,500 yesterday.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Yeah, which
That-
thank you so much.
Yeah, I obviously I'm going to respect her wishes. I don't want to say her name because she asked me not to, but that was super sweet, super nice.
Very
Didn't
nice.
want anything from it for it. Just wanted to mention it, and also this caused me to go through her Instagram page. Very pretty.
Yeah.
Usually you think it's just like some uggo with a lot of money. But no, but seriously. And then where did we land on the guitar, Carmen?
So Spanish has it because that guy wanted all of us plus Ian Beckles to sign it.
Okay.
And Gio had to leave and stuff like that. So Spanish has a guitar. I just need you guys all to sign it. I'm going to get it from Spanish, get it signed, and then I'm either going to take it to him or he's going to come pick it up. But that gentleman also showed me his donation. So he's already got
Wow. All right.
Yeah,
so
donated
good.
and stuff. So,
So
I
we
just-
doubled the donations for the entire season so far yesterday.
Yeah, basically. Like they're finally in the green. Because like when Chad got there, they had a negative balance. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so he's like pulling them out of the hole. And like we said, there's more high schools like this. It's not just Chamberlain.
Right.
There's a lot of high schools. So like don't feel the need just to donate to Chamberlain.
Yeah, and that's I think was the biggest takeaway yesterday is that we learned that all these high school organizations are in the same situation. Obviously, some of them are the Jesuits of the world that have the boosters and the plants and all that. But if you want to make a difference in your neighborhood, just consider it now that you know. And maybe you could do something, whether it's donating money or buying a helmet, or maybe donating lunch one day. Just something to think about if you're interested in doing that.
So we were talking about Ask the Dom. Dom is one of the Chamberlain graduates, alumni and stuff. And our buddy Trucker Tony, who listens all the time, all over the United States as he's driving, put in another Chamberlain alumni. Do you know who another Chamberlain alumni is?
Yes.
Saw this.
Gross.
Marine Rock.
I take that.
Brad.
I take back everything.
That guy, I'm done with that guy.
Listen, Carmen.
Yes.
You have to use like $300 a donation for breath mints.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You should be banned from the games too. He's not allowed to go to games.
Trucker Tony also knew what he was doing. Letting us know.
I know.
Today is happy. I don't believe any of us in the room or Carmen is Left-Handers Day. Left-handers. Anybody left-handed? Anybody have anybody in their family left-handed?
Yes.
My brother's left-handed.
Brother's left-handed.
Yeah.
My grandma.
High correlation. Left-handers to comedy and drumming. Surprisingly, Johnny Carson, left-handed. Bill Cosby, left-handed. Jerry Seinfeld, left-handed.
What if they were all just rapists?
Yeah.
You just didn't know.
What's the deal with you saying no? Yeah. So happy Left-Handers Day to everybody. Also, today is Filet Mignon Day and Prosecco Day.
Oh,
pretty much my wife's favorite meal.
Yeah.
Loves Prosecco, loves filet.
Today is 813 Day.
813.
Yeah, no, but like, what's 813 Day? Are we doing anything
August
special?
13th.
Oh,
break it down.
Got it.
Tampa.
Yeah. Are we celebrating, or are you just?
Yes.
Dumb.
Right now.
Did you guys know they make like different like cookware and stuff like that for left-handed people?
Yeah.
Like they make left-handed scissors.
So-
I thought that was interchangeable.
Oh no, yeah. So scissors are predominantly right, but they do make left-handed. Credit card machines were made for right-handed people.
Power
Tape
tools.
measures. Yeah, most of the stuff because the majority of people, but they would have stores that are just for left-handed
Right.
people.
Blows my mind.
My
They have all
grandma
that
would
stuff.
go there and get stuff, but I didn't think like cookware. You know what I mean? Like scissors. That
Yeah.
doesn't. It's just crazy. It's weird to think of everything is made for right-handed people.
I don't trust a lefty.
You ever see how not all of them, obviously. I'm not going to put them all into one thing like Mike does with Palestinians. But how left people a lot of time will write almost upside down whenever they're writing. It's weird.
That's very weird.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, because they don't want to smear
Right.
the ink.
Don't smear it.
Oh, schmear.
Yeah.
Mike Calta,
Yes.
Pokemon level 43.
How dare you?
44 now? All right, well.
Soon to be 45.
I haven't gotten the newsletter lately.
You've been 44 for a while, though, it seems
Yeah,
like.
well, because you got to
It
get
takes
13 million
forever.
points to get to 45.
Long time.
Yeah.
Do you know that I got to work yesterday, and while I was in the parking lot, I turned both of the gyms from red to yellow, only to find out that it was sales guy Chris Dixon, who I knocked out of the gyms, found out there's another player in the building.
Damn
I
right.
don't know.
He's not on
I
my
don't
level.
know any of that, what you just said. I don't know what any of that means.
Well, you know what? You're missing out.
You should have told me. I could have helped you.
As you were waiting while me, Carmen, Gio, all were in
Spanish.
the
Yes.
building before you.
I didn't say while I was waiting for you. I said while I was waiting.
Where is everybody?
Oh, what's going on? Well, you should know who Rachel Lillis is.
Rachel.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anybody?
I do.
Yeah.
Or who?
She is the voice of one of the Pokemon characters.
Two of the Pokemon
Pokemon.
characters. Yeah, both Misty and Jessie on Pokemon. She lost her battle with breast cancer. She was only 46 years old.
I only know because I read this. I don't know who Misty or Jessie are.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Jessie's
know what a
from Team
Bulbasaur
Rocket.
is.
Yeah. Jessie is from Team Rocket, and Misty is Ash's homie in Pokemon. Yeah.
None of that means anything.
Well, that's when you don't
Is
have
that like
any
the
interest in the cartoon,
cartoon?
and you just want to catch the Pokemons. I guess you're missing out on a lot of stuff.
yeah.
Whatever.
Carmen, I still have never followed a route.
Okay. Yeah, that's like you have to go walk it, like trails and stuff
That's
like
why.
that. Yeah.
No, you can drive it. You can drive a route.
But most of them are on like most routes are trails.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? Because you're not really
Can't
supposed
fit
to
your car through
drive.
there?
You're not supposed to drive and play Pokemon. They've made it. It's a walking game.
And I've somehow mastered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, by
Spanish.
cheating.
I have some news for you. A couple news stories. I know you're a fan of them, the Spice Girls.
Oh, every day and every.
We may never see a Spice Girls reunion because apparently Ginger and Scary can't stand each other.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. So
Scary is the
Damn.
black one, and Ginger is the fat
redhead.
old redhead.
Is she fat and old now? She
Yeah.
was my favorite back in the
No.
day.
Mine was Sporty Spice, but then I grew to realize that Beckham's wife was the hottest.
Yeah, Posh. She's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, she's super hot.
She's sexy though, huh?
Ginger Spice.
She still looks good.
Ooh.
But you know what? The black one, the Scary Spice, is smoking hot too.
Yeah, she is.
Annoying as all hell, but smoking
Yeah.
hot. Didn't Eddie Murphy put a baby in her?
maybe.
I think so.
Yeah. Is Ginger Spice, is she not looking good nowadays?
No, Ginger Spice looks like their mother.
she
She's
does
considerably older than the rest.
And then there
of
was
Yeah.
Baby Spice too, right?
Yeah,
That was the
she's
blonde one?
little one.
them.
Yeah,
Ugh, skip out.
yeah, yeah. She definitely. Ginger Spice definitely did not do a lot of plastic surgery, so she looks her age for sure.
Too many hash browns.
Oh yeah.
Also, more news for you, Spanish. Gio, I'm sure you'll be interested in this as well. Netflix is doing a new animated Ghostbusters series.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Will it?
Jason Reitman and Gil Keenan of Ghost Corps Incorporated are on board as executive producers. Reitman and Keenan recently co-wrote the live-action features Ghostbusters Afterlife and Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, with Reitman directing the former and Keenan directing the latter. So at least those guys are involved.
I just can't get into the cartoons.
Yeah, me either.
Like as much. Yeah, I'll watch South Park every once in a while, but I can't get into the cartoons.
Yeah. I'm not a cartoon guy either.
And then how about this? James Cameron is developing a 7th Terminator movie.
What?
Stop.
He's doing it. I might take it.
That's the thing, is he's back doing it.
Stop.
Yeah?
The last couple ones, they all stunk.
Can you name all of the different Terminator movies?
No.
There's 6 of them.
There's 6 other ones, yeah.
I could name who was in them.
Well, I don't need that. I need
Terminator 1 is
Yes.
Schwarzenegger. Terminator 2 is Robert Patrick.
Okay,
Yes.
but what is Terminator 2?
Can I say? You're asking it. Judgment Day.
Right? Terminator 3?
Salvation?
No.
No.
Genesis.
No.
Oh, it's the one
Leviticus?
with Exodus.
Terminator 3.
Rise of the Machines.
Yes.
Yes.
Then Terminator. It's just Terminator, this word, because they don't number them now. So this is
Salvation?
the 4th one. Salvation is
That
the 4th
was
one.
Christian Bale, I think.
The 5th one is, somebody already said it,
Genesis.
Terminator Genesis was the 5th one in 2015.
That was
and then
Khaleesi.
This one is Terminator, the last one, 2019, which I believe had the chick from *Halt and Catch Fire* was in it, blonde.
Yeah, but I don't know.
No? Anybody?
Terminator Too Many.
Terminator Dark Fate.
What was
I
that?
don't even think I've ever heard of that
Yeah.
one.
That was the
I
one
think I
with
do
the,
remember
with the
that.
blonde chick from *Halt and Catch Fire*. She was in it, and
where
Sarah Connor was back.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah,
original-
I don't know
yeah.
whether I saw that or not.
The last one I saw was Khaleesi was playing Sarah Connor.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That
So
one was
what
all right.
would the next one be about? Is it considering all those other movies, or is it just going to go 1, 2, and then like a possible third?
I don't
hope.
know. That I don't know. They, but I know that James Cameron is developing it. So
I hope Edward Furlong is in it.
Well, in this last one that they did with the chick from *Halt and Catch Fire*, it's a totally new universe where what's his name, Kyle, the kid, is now a girl. So it's a woman now that saves the world. Yeah.
Was it done by Disney?
Yeah.
This sounds pretty cool. A Creature from the Black Lagoon remake is going to be directed by James Wan, who created the Saw and Conjuring universes.
Yeah, I'm down
so
with that.
maybe a scarier Black Lagoon, Creature from the Black Lagoon.
He does some weird movies because he did that. He did some movie that they released on HBO during COVID that was super weird. I think it's called *Malignant*, where it's like this girl ends up murdering a bunch of people, but it's like a twin that lives on her back that does it, and she blacks out. Yeah, when the
Nice.
yeah, dude, it was weird.
Good news for Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame yesterday.
I think he's going to be something. That kid. I think he'll be all right.
That's pretty good. He was great on the last season of Curb.
Yeah,
He was great leaving Steve Byrne a voicemail about moisturizer.
Yeah.
I love that Vince Vaughn is Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Like when even
All
in
the
that message,
time.
that's just who he is.
Yeah. I can't force you to do it. You got to do it.
so great.
Excuse me, guys. We have to do something real quick.
Oh, let's do it.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine. Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is...
This hour's keyword is sun, as in S-U-N. Look in the sky, you see the sun. Head to the 1025 The Bone app now and enter SUN, S-U-N, before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and that $1,000 Bone bonus could be yours. Good luck.
All right. Good luck to everybody.
Good luck.
You have to buy us a pizza.
Oh, okay.
I like it. Finally, news, if you want to take a break and come back to this, or we can do it now, however you want to do it. It's almost, it is back to school season, so it's a good time to have a movie night featuring your favorite high school movies. Ranker.com, people are voting for the best
Definitely do when we come
high
back.
school movies of all time. So these are movies
got
that are
mine
based
already.
around high school. They're in high school at the time.
All right.
Something high school
Make
stuff.
a list, because I guarantee you we're going to have a list that's not even on their list.
Well, I can tell you that a lot of these are good ones, and you know all of these movies, so it's not like the terrible Rolling Stones list that they normally do.
All right, fair enough. During the break, I checked my Instagram, and some guy said, "I never thought you'd be a Jew lover."
Whoa.
I don't know why.
Has he met your wife?
Yeah, I married one. Because I was talking about the Israel and Palestine. The guy said, "I never knew you were a Jew lover, and you're filled with bad information." I went, I don't think so. But thank you anyway.
Isn't the internet awesome?
yeah, dude. You're not kidding.
It's,
Yeah.
So
it's
much
always
fun.
somebody with a fake name and all that stuff.
So
Yeah.
great.
You know, you've become the first person I think of when I read something like that because of what do you used to call it? Something anger or like Like where people just like conjure up anger on their own.
It's recreational outrage.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Always, I think you're the first person I think of when I see that.
Recreational outrage.
Ridiculous.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's somebody that just tries to get under your skin. With me, it's impossible to do. I don't
People
care.
love it though. They're entertained by
I didn't want to bring this up before Galvin, but I can't stop thinking about it now.
Oh, what?
You talked about Frankie Valli.
Yeah.
I had a dream about Frankie Valli last night.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that just weird though? And it was like a really elaborate dream. And then Galvin brought him up today.
Telling
during
you.
the show.
It's a message.
When somebody brings up something that you dreamt about, it means you shouldn't talk about it.
Oh.
Jerk.
Do you want to go over the list? Are you guys making lists? Carmen already had 5 before the break of the
I got
best
a bunch.
high school movies of all time. It's back to
I
school.
know what number 1 is without a doubt.
Oh, really? Really?
No.
Really?
No, but I know what it should be.
Okay, well, this is according to ranker.com. People are voting on what the best high school movie of all time is. I have the top 10 here. So it's movies that are based around high school. They're in high school during the movie or, has to do with the high school. So what do you think? What do you want to throw out there?
Number 1, The Breakfast Club.
No.
Carmen says no. Carmen, what do you say?
Carmen, I wouldn't put it on my list. I'm saying that's what they're saying.
What do you say is number 1?
Mean Girls.
That was my number 2.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Anybody else have a guess for number 1?
Number
Fast
1.
Times at Ridgemont High.
Best Times at Ridgemont High.
That's a good one.
I'm going to say American Pie.
American Pie.
Super bad.
Super bad.
It's so funny. We all picked from our generation.
Yeah.
I can tell you, Super bad is not on the list.
What?
I can tell you, American Pie is not on the list.
This list is
All right.
dumb.
Hold on. I can tell you.
You
that
said Mean Girls. You know that's on it.
We're done.
Mean Girls is on the list.
Number 2.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High is on the list.
Number 3.
Can I throw out another one?
Shut up.
All right.
Number 1 for best high school movie of all time is Breakfast Club.
Ugh.
Mean Girls comes in.
give me a little credit on that.
That was good.
All right.
That was good. Mean Girls comes in at number 6. Fast Times at Ridgemont High comes in at number 7.
I don't think this is on the list, but
Okay.
certainly one that I enjoyed.
All right.
I'm going to say Porky's.
Porky's, not on the list.
I didn't think so, but I love the good Porky's. Was a good high school.
Of course, yeah. The
Euro trip.
showers and the stuff and everything. Euro
What
trip.
about-
Too deep? No, you're not.
Varsity Blues.
Varsity Blues, no.
Varsity Blues is good.
What are we doing here?
Varsity Blues.
What
no.
a way to
Friday
put
Night
fun
Lights.
movies.
I'm telling you right now that a lot of the when you hear the rest of these, you're gonna go, oh yeah, okay.
But American Pie not in the top
Right.
10.
That's what I'm saying.
crazy.
Okay, what about American Graffiti?
Nope.
Friday
What
Night
about
Lights.
No.
10 Things I Hate About You?
10 Things I Hate About You, number 8.
Now get out of here.
Which
Clueless.
American Pie could be on instead of that one.
It should.
Clueless, Carmen, number 10. Carmen's running away with the show.
16 Candles.
You got number 16 Candles, number 5.
Can't hardly wait.
No.
Pretty
Bring
in
it
Pink.
on.
Pretty in Pink, no. Bring It On, no.
Step up.
Best high school movies of all
Ferris
time.
Bueller's Day Off.
I'm going to ask you to stop answering Spanish.
That's good.
You can't stop me.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off, number 3.
Who's bringing it now?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, you guys are glaringly missing one that comes in at number 2 that is not only a great movie, but has high school in it,
Rock and Roll High School.
but not a lot, but it's in there. No, Rock and Roll High School, not it.
Risky Business.
It is a movie that's talked about on the show quite a bit.
Oh,
21
really?
Jump Street.
No,
22 Jump Street.
no.
Talked about it quite a lot on this show.
Yeah?
It has high school in it.
Is Tom Cruise in it?
No.
That Thing You Do is not high school.
No.
Grease.
Grease, Carmen, is not the one I'm talking about, but comes in at number 4.
It is the one that you want.
Great movie.
Now I want to know
I
what
mean,
you're talking
you
about.
got Comic-Con coming up.
Oh, the Back to the Future.
Oh, Carmen got it, and you guys did it.
I haven't even seen it.
Too darn loud.
You never seen Back to the Future?
Back to the Future comes in at number 2.
Did you really not see it?
I've never seen it.
Wow.
I think
Are
I've
you
tried to
serious?
watch it. It's so old. It's so old.
Turn her mic off.
I mean, listen, I understand it if it's so old. Like, I get it. It's a great movie. I'm not denying that, whatever, but I could see where Carmen is like, oh, it's so old.
Yeah, I've like I said, and you guys have talked about it, so I know they try to bang the mom and
They
stuff.
don't, they don't try to bang the mom.
Someone tries to bang the mom.
The mom tries to bang Marty.
Yeah.
Okay, so the mom is getting banged by someone. I don't know.
And then Biff rapes her, but then they're still friends when they grow up.
Malachi tries to take a shot at her.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no.
So you guys actually got all of them except for one. Number 9 you have not got. So I'll go through the list. This is according to Ranker.com, people voting on the best high school movies of all time. Number 10 is Clueless. Number 9, start thinking about it.
Clueless is a great movie.
Okay.
Yes.
Number 8 is 10 Things I Hate About You.
Okay.
Number 7, Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yep.
Fantastic. So many lines, so many stuff that's in the,
Vernacular.
Yeah. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Number 6, Mean Girls. Number 5, 16 Candles. Number 4, Grease. Number 3, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Number 2, Back to the Future. Number 1 is The Breakfast Club. You're missing one.
Is it Heathers?
No, Heathers.
That's a great movie.
Which is surprising because Heathers was all the way down at 18, and that's a great movie. That's my wife's probably favorite movie.
This is a long shot here. Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf. No. This one is a little bit more serious, but definitely high school, and a lot in the high school.
All right, I got it.
What do you got?
Hoosiers?
No.
Carrie.
No.
Remember the Titans.
No.
Red Dawn.
Ooh.
No.
Oh, man.
This list sucks.
It's serious.
This movie had a lot to do with the teacher and his relationship with the students.
My Captain.
Dead Poet Society.
Yeah.
Number 9, Dead Poet Society.
I can't imagine. I can't believe American Pie is not on the list.
American Pie is
classic.
high school.
It's got to be up there.
You know, even though they're out of high school.
No, the first one they're in high school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
they go to prom and everything.
It's going back to high school?
No,
or is it summer break?
they were in there.
It's their senior year, and they want to
okay.
get laid before they graduate.
You're right. Yeah.
Who waited to the senior year?
To what?
A lot of
To have
people.
sex.
Well, I was 18 and I was out of high school when I had
You're a
sex.
loser nerd.
I think the whole
not
premise of
necessary.
it wasn't necessarily that they were waiting. It was that they haven't been laid yet, and they were like, "All right, this is our year. We got to get this
But
done."
here's the thing. I mean, who can't? I don't know. I find that hard to believe these days because even me, who was not
sure,
but who is not a cool guy in high school, much like I am now, was able to find another, a nerd girlfriend and do it with her.
Who was so? What were the ages? Whenever you first did it, how old were you?
Well, she was not my first; she was my second, but she was the one I did on the reg. I had one experience earlier.
First time that you ever did it.
All the way. First time I was going into freshman year of high school.
Wow. How old? Do you know?
14 is that? My birthday September. I was probably 13 and a half, 14.
Oh my God.
Well, but I was
whore.
probably on the verge of like between 8th grade and freshman year is what that is.
I was 15.
That was when I started. That's when me and Danielle Mazzolo started knocking it out on a regular basis.
Spanish, you said 18?
18, yeah. I graduated already from high school.
Joe, is there any way for you to remember that back this far?
Yes, 17.
Do you remember who it was?
I do.
What was her name?
Margaret Thatcher. Damn it.
Her name was Valerie.
Valerie. You don't meet rare Valeries anymore.
No.
Carmen Hippie Crack. 16.
Yes. I
16?
was 16, almost 17.
Oh. Gio? Still
18
not yet?
out of high school.
Oh.
Yeah.
Out of high school?
He's only had sex
You were
with
dating your wife in high school.
Yeah,
No.
She held out?
we were like we were banging in like high school.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, you married her.
I love how you guys were sex fiends at like
what's
13
the-
years
No,
old.
Yeah.
Me either.
First of all,
You're a
I'm
failure.
I don't know
I'm
what school you guys went to.
surprised by this. I'm not criticizing
But
you.
like every guy I know were like trying, like everybody wanted to, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like we're all banging it out everywhere.
I know that for me, I had a steady girlfriend for 3 years, so that is why we were able to. And also, we were friends, and we had like a good relationship. It wasn't like I was out. I could go to a club and not even talk to a girl. What I'm saying is, you dated your wife in high school, so I figured you guys are probably doing it from the beginning.
No.
Oh man, she didn't give it up, and you stayed with her through the whole
She
time.
roped you in still?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Gio's a good man.
I don't even remember like a lot of my friends talking about like banging girls at like until toward maybe like senior year, maybe.
Oh, they all talked about it, but most of them were lying.
like I guess I didn't have a whole bunch of whores at my middle school.
No, you hung out with nerds. We get it.
There's nothing wrong with hanging out with nerds.
I didn't have any whores in my middle school either. I tried that. That didn't happen. The one that I ended up was summer camp one. So
right.
I dated a girl my junior year through senior year, and we never had sex because she was super religious.
Yeah,
that was you'd run into that a lot.
Yeah.
Don't you have other options?
Yeah, we did other stuff.
Okay.
But we just never had
the other
sex.
stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had girlfriends, whatever, but I was just in it to win it. For a lot of
I was too scared.
because I had 3 older brothers, so I kind of knew what was up. And I still, to this
You banged
day,
your 3 older brothers?
till this day, cannot believe that I went on vacation and was dating a girl back home and did not bang another girl that we affectionately called baby breath because I was dating that girl. And looking back on it now, was the worst decision I've ever made in my life. She was 5'10". She looked like she was 24 years old. Perfect everything. And I said, no, I'm going out with this girl. What an idiot. What an idiot. If I could go, that's the only reason I would invent a time machine. Just go back and go, hey, idiot. You're not going to be with this girl.
Yeah.
Bang baby breath.
I didn't have any. I haven't beaten down the door, so I don't have any regrets.
I was terrified to have sex.
What? Why?
Terrified to.
Yeah.
Because I grew up Catholic and a nerd, and didn't have a lot of self-confidence. The girl that I ended up sleeping with, it was man. I hope my family's not listening, but she ended up being like this huge coke whore, and I had no idea.
She's a party.
In high school?
She was not in high school. I had just graduated. She was like a year or two older than me, and she ended up just like pulling a baggie out, and I was like, "What is that?" And that was
Baggie?
bag of cocaine.
Oh,
yeah. And one thing led to another, and I remember doing it, and then I used protection, and that disappeared.
Hold on. Doing it sex or doing cocaine?
Sex.
Yeah, you're all over the place.
Sorry. I don't want to.
At first, I thought she was using a baggie as a condom.
I don't know.
Yeah. So she did the cocaine. I did not because I was terrified.
She said, "Let me get ready for this."
Yeah. And then
It's the only way I can stomach it.
we did the sex, and I was using protection, and that disappeared. And I was like, I don't know.
That could happen.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what is happening right now.
Loosey goosey got pulled off.
Yeah, it was bad. The whole thing was just a nightmare.
Remind me to tell you something about that I can't tell you on the air or off the air.
There's also a part of my story I want to tell you guys, but I can't say it on the air.
Okay. Well, off the air stories.
Yeah.
I dated a girl, and then I dated her older sister.
Ooh.
Yeah, her older sister was the best person I've ever met in my life. Like she
that's
knew a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
The older sister.
Yeah. It was wild.
Yeah, the first time me and Danielle Mazzola made Sweet Love in our sophomore year of high school, I can't see why she'd ever want to do it again. It had to be the worst experience across the board for her.
Did you do it here or did you do it on Melmac?
We were here. Thank you.
Yeah, there's a couple of those in my 20s I've thought about calling back now and being like, I'm sorry, I had no idea what I was doing.
Oh, I'm not apologizing, but I can't see why she'd want to do it again. Like it couldn't have been.
Yeah, but how much experience did she have? She doesn't know.
Neither one of us knew.
Right.
But,
so you're like, I guess this is it. And her friends who are little dirty whores probably told her it gets better.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Carmen, am I wrong?
What is wrong with you?
That's wild.
Those dirty little whores.
Yeah.
Dirty little high school whores. What is wrong?
Well, if they were banging on the reg, then they were telling her. They were
really
info.
not her, but there were really a lot of whores in my school. Sure. There really were. Then I joined. I was in the. I forgot what it was called. The play. I was in a play. And once you started mixing with those girls, which you thought were all the
the drama girls.
The drama girls were just all about sneaking into the bathroom in between set changes and doing stuff. Yeah. Well, that was good times.
Yeah, I was too much of a nerd in high school to all of my friends.
But see, that was my point, or what I was saying earlier. I was also, I wouldn't say nerd, but I wasn't like the coolest guy in high school.
Cool guy running the whores.
Right. and I'm saying like even the nerds had sex because they were hooking up just with other nerds. You know what I mean? So they had like their own little cliques that they all did it in. It wasn't like that's why I found it hard to believe that Stifler wasn't getting laid in high school. He was a good-looking kid. There, a bunch of whores.
Yeah. No, I was
Stifler
scared.
was.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like that if you got a group like that, you're all helping each other out.
I remember lying to my friends in high school because they all said that they had sex, and I was like, "Yeah, me too."
Oh yeah.
I remember not lying, but trying to being accused of lying because Danielle was she was like on the honor roll and she was smart. And she was like, right, and she had all AP classes that I couldn't have any classes with her. And then all the like, even my driver's ed teacher's like, "You guys aren't." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, we are." And he's like, "There's no way. She's such a good girl, and you're such a jerk off." And I go, "I know, but it's true. We do it." Yeah.
I did not have to lie because my first time was at a party and all my friends were listening at the door.
Awesome.
So they were all like, "Yep, confirmed."
Dude.
I should call her up and make her talk about our disappointing first time. I remember one time we played a football game. We played a little tackle football. And then I went back to her house and was taking a shower, and she decided to pull a little move and come in the shower. Oh, I was like, yeah.
Okay, all right.
And then all of a sudden I heard, I'm like, I hear a guy's voice, and she's like, her mother was single, and she's like, there are no guys. I'm like, I hear a guy, and then all of a sudden I heard Danielle. It was her father. Her father, who didn't even live there, he lived in Brooklyn, just decided to come by one day. Yeah. So I had to go and hide in the mother's bathroom naked until he left. I was freezing. I was wrapped up in the. Dude. Yeah, that was the scariest. That was
my
scary,
God.
Yeah.
Where were these high schools?
Right?
Shower sex? All these crazy sex stories?
They weren't even that crazy. It was just like, here's the thing.
Shower sex at 15 with
Gio,
the parents
you married
in the
your
room?
first
No,
girlfriend.
I was like my junior high.
So, my high school was totally different.
You know how this is so wild and foreign to you? It is absolutely crazy to me that wasn't your whole high
Right.
school.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, I don't-
My whole high school experience was trying to bang chicks.
Yes.
I remember guys wanting to and talking to and trying to, but these crazy stories, I don't.
You guys had no game.
They must not come out of
Those
high
didn't even
school.
seem crazy to me. These are just,
Crazy shower sex at 15?
It wasn't crazy shower.
Yeah.
Like we were in the shower,
sex.
and she came in the shower.
I remember
Easy
stuff
hippie
being
crack.
very awkward. Everybody's nervous. There's people are prude. It's all,
Yeah, but
nobody knows what they're doing.
Dated this girl for 3 years.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
like, and that's my whole point is that, like, so after school, we'd either go back to my house or her house. And we'd go to her house. And her
Right.
mother worked in New Jersey, so she wasn't coming home until 7, 8 o'clock at night. And I was there. It was just me and her in the whole house. So we'd watch TV. We'd be laying in bed. Next thing you know, we're fooling around. Then we go back to watching TV again. Yeah.
You guys were ahead of your times.
Yeah, I the farthest I ever got in a situation like that was with my girlfriend my sophomore year. Her name was Christina Martella.
Yeah, whole
And
name. Why
we
not?
were hanging out and we were watching a movie
out
and
there.
she made a move on me and I freaked out and just started giggling nervously for like 20 minutes. Oh, dude. It was
wrecker.
so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing.
I want to call Danielle right now just to hear her version of it, but you guys can't make out jokes.
What about Sammy Hagar?
Why?
No.
Oh, we got to.
No, out. Not doing it.
It was great.
No. I'm going to make a 50-year-old woman jump off a bridge.
That night you ate the cat.
Damn right it did.
You guys lived the movies. That's amazing.
No, in the movies
wish.
it was all great and perfect and all that. Like I'm telling you, the night that we did it the first time, she came down all sexy. She was wearing just a football jersey with nothing underneath. Like I remember, Then it went on to be the worst experience ever. It was awkward, and we were trying to be quiet, and it was done in 2 seconds, and
Was
like,
were you both virgins at the time?
No, we've already established this. You listening to the show?
Sorry. I was just curious.
Idiot.
I know. Wait, what? Shut up.
Oh.
I had one prior experience before that.
Okay.
That was it.
That's pretty good. I've only had sex with one virgin. It was terrible.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What, do you have to hold him down?
I did.
You struggled a
Yeah.
lot.
He was a lot bigger than me.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Old high school.
Memories.
I think that maybe Gio, did you go see Porky's when I was in the theater like I did? I think
No.
I watched a lot of adult movies.
You
when I
guys
was a
are
kid.
much older than I am. So
But
Porky's was out.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I think the fact that I watched Tully adult movies and TV shows and all that. So I think my head was already there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
literally every 80s movie was all about just trying to bang girls. Yeah.
I think that you guys went to high school in the 80s and I went to the high school in the 90s. Maybe that's the difference. I don't know.
You were in the AIDS territory. Everybody was scared of AIDS.
Like I was in high school for like 95 to 98.
Yeah. Were you really?
Yeah.
That's very depressing.
And when did American Pie come out?
98. I remember
And
we
so
all
how-
yeah.
You were in
old was-
high school in 95 to 98. I was on 98 Rock.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So you were like 17 when American Pie came out.
I think what it did is 99, 98 or 99 maybe. I remember watching American Pie in high school. We went to see it.
Can I just tell you who the new hot girls are these days? Like the new hot girls aren't Hooters waitresses; they're real estate agents.
Oh my God, you're
Look at this
kidding.
chick on TV right now. She's talking about real estate on Fox 13. She's smoking hot, and then I start thinking about all the real estate girls that I know now, all just smoking hot.
They're like the drug reps of yesterday.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is, Joe.
Yep.
They're the drug reps of yesterday. It's exactly what it is.
They have categories for that. Open house. 99 American
99.
Pie.
So I just graduated high school.
yeah.
I was 8.
Yeah.
You were in high school while I was rocking the Bay.
Yeah. I graduated in 98.
You were probably on your way to school listening to Ned Bits.
I 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
I used to sit in the parking lot of high school. Yeah.
I started doing radio the year after American Pie. So I started in 2000.
Man, Y2K, you decided to go on the radio. I like it.
Were you guys in school? I mean, like years.
Oh, yeah. At the time, it was like the best thing.
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Oh, it was, dude.
We'd talk about it. All my friends would talk about it all the time. Oh, did you hear this? You hear that? Yeah, man.
You guys weren't MJ and BJ fans?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Milton Fludge Cow.
Yeah, yeah. I never liked that. I think because I knew that they were all fake. You know what I mean? So like
at the time there was really no internet, so you couldn't. You kind of felt that it was real.
No, but you're younger.
Yeah.
And the creativity that went into that, nobody was doing that. So to produce a long bit like that and make people believe that it was real is.
The only one I remember is it was like trapped in a porta potty. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. If you listen to him now, it's like Carmen trying to watch Back to the Future.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not funny at all.
When you go back, it doesn't hold up. But at the time, I was like, oh my God, he's trapped in the porta potty.
And if you're still doing that, it's rough.
No,
It's even more true.
I 100% remember hearing you when I was in high school on that show. Yeah.
That's
Rocking
crazy.
the Bay.
Yeah.
But that's the same thing to me is that I recall listening to things when I was and then all of a sudden I'm in radio. So you're listening to the show, now you're on the show.
I remember I think the first time I ever saw you, they were selling CDs at like the Gulfview Square Mall
100%.
for like a meet and greet. And it was I was like, oh my gosh, I got to go get the CD.
You want to talk about
What if Gio's just playing the long game and he's eventually going to kill you?
finally.
I'll get a job there. I'll meet him. Then I'll start working for the show, and then I'll eventually kill
I
him.
want to say it was Camelot Music or one of the
We were at Camelot Music
Yeah.
in a Gulfview Square Mall, and there was a Bed Bath and Beyond down the hall. This smoking hot blonde comes in, and she's like, "Hi, we came to say hi. We're from Bed Bath and Beyond, and we wanted to give you these tester lotions." And I said to the girl, "Can I test it right now?" And she goes, "Sure." And I go, "Can I rub them on your legs?" And she's like, "Sure." Next thing I'm rubbing the girl's legs. That girl I ended up banging.
Yeah.
that was that. I wasn't in high school, but it was good times.
And right around that same time was the first time I saw Medicine Man at a liquid lunch at the Wing House in Newport Richie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like Medicine Man was just born the way he is now.
Yeah.
Like he was born 70 years old with an afro.
That was probably 1997, and he looks exactly the way he hasn't changed. He's not aged at all.
I joined a new Facebook group yesterday. It's called Medicine Man, the Man, Myth, and the Legend. I joined it yesterday. I am now a member of the group. Yeah.
When I first got down here, we were doing the Fatty McPatty, whatever, and Medicine Man was there. So that was 17 years ago, and he looks exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Patty McPatty.
We did. We tried to find the fattest listener for St. Patrick's Day, and it was a girl.
I love it.
She was a big girl. She was tipping close to 4.
Didn't she wind up coming back and doing the arm wrestling?
I don't remember. My memory, it's weird. I can remember stuff from high school like it was yesterday, but I can't remember anything we did on the show.
Started from the bottom, now I'm here.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at you.
Over there at what high school?
Golf High School.
All you kids going to Gulf High School today thinking that it sucks and that you're going to be a loser for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Look at Gio.
Gio's proof you are.
You can have all this, kids. Lucky you.
Who's the most famous person from Gulf High School?
Sarah Walsh from ESPN and NFL Network. She went to golf.
I never heard of her.
Me either.
Yeah.
She would not make our celebrity death list.
Oh, she's on all the time.
With Mike Martin, maybe.
No. NFL.
What about Ridgewood?
Ridgewood? I don't know.
Any football players or anything?
Not a whole lot of NFL guys out of Pasco County.
No. Although I know. No, he wasn't born here, but Howie Long's parents used to live up there.
Yeah,
They were
in
clients
Port
of
Richey.
ours. Yeah, Port Richey, yeah.
My uncle, who's a locksmith, used to do the locks on all their doors and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's so funny.
because he met Howie Long out there one day.
Yeah.
This is probably years ago, but yeah.
Yeah, Newport Richey was a hub for famous people's relatives. Like, for some reason, Bon Jovi had an uncle up there. Howie Long's people were up there. It was like always, it's never somebody famous. It's somebody related to somebody famous.
Because like in the 80s and it was a big retirement community. That's kind of how it started out.
Oh,
So
really?
people would come here to retire, but then, it turned into everything else.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't miss those days at all. I would say that's the lowest point in my life when I lived in Newport Richey.
Oh, yeah. Having grown up here.
Yeah.
It's not, it's changed a lot now, though.
Oh, yeah. Now I drive through there and I don't even recognize it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you saw when we were at the pub crawl. It's great downtown Newport Richey is a lot of fun now.
I don't know where the pub crawl is going to be this year, but I hope it's back there.
That was fun.
It was really a lot of fun.
And people, they love the show down there.
Yeah, no, they treat us great, man. But I loved Dunedin and I loved Safety Harbor, but that one we'd only done it once, so I hope we go back there again because that was pretty cool.
That was a wild time.
Was it? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Good times.
I don't know who you are.
Oh man,
Cool.
Yeah, that was the beginning and the end for you.
nah, that was like right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
You're deep in the woods.
That was after.
Yeah, that was like right in the middle of everything.
It started going downhill from there. Not
No.
started, but it was full force downhill.
Speed.
I was at terminal velocity at that point.
Can I tell you, you have no idea how disappointed my wife is that you didn't bring that girl to Lightning Suite whenever I go, he might bring her in. She's like, oh, this is going to be so great.
What about? I had to have that conversation with Amanda that she might be at the dinner when we went to.
Oh, yeah.
What a time.
Good times.
Mama.
What a time.
Where you at now? What's the dating going on now?
Chilling.
Nothing?
Nothing. Nah.
No biscotti?
No biscotti. No biscotti.
No sunsets? No hammocks?
Nah, no sunsets. No
Shut it
hammocks.
down.
I read an article the other day. They said that people on dating apps say that they're honest about 50% of the time.
Yeah.
Which,
I believe that.
I think that's probably low.
It's interesting because every first date that I've been on, I didn't really think like that until probably the third one. And I was like, every girl I talked to was like the best life ever. It's like they're telling me about their Instagram profile.
Story, yeah, exactly.
What about the hooker? Any nothing on that?
Nothing on that. I wish her happy birthday, and she never even replied.
Oh.
I know.
You didn't give her any money.
Yeah.
Well, I brought her tequila, and then she wanted me to pay to get in, so I took my tequila.
She did
cover
finally
charge.
Yeah.
She did finally get her nails done. I saw.
Did she?
Yeah,
Good for her.
Wait.
She still follows her.
Just keeping up.
She seems sweet.
Yeah.
Listen, I wish it was that easy where you could just leave $150.
I know.
Yeah.
If
I'd give my wife at least 75.
I wish I would have told more people that afternoon, because if I felt safer, or like somebody would come rescue me, I probably would have done it for sure.
I almost want to give you money just to hear
See what happens?
to see how it plays out.
Oh,
Yeah.
listen, I'll be the guinea pig.
Yeah. We should start a GoFundMe for that.
All right.
Hold on. I
To hell with kids and their football dreams.
I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
I'll pay for it. Okay?
Yeah. That's,
But he has to
If
wear
we
the
s-
glasses.
If we send Love Tiger,
Oh, yes. I'm in 100%. I will drive him there.
I'll pay for it if we send Love Tiger.
oh, man.
I'm in.
And she just sucks the little toes. Until they pop
Those
off
toes.
like kernels of corn off a cob.
Do you think she ups the price or what?
Oh my God, yeah.
to.
Because she's a smart businesswoman because she FaceTimes you before anything.
Yeah.
So like when you get there, she FaceTimes you, and that's how she knows. You know.
What
You
an
can have-
entrepreneur.
You
Yeah.
can have Love Tiger bring some of the sample lotions. She just rub it on his legs.
She
Ugh.
FaceTimes you and she goes, this one's going to be 200.
He shows
Yeah.
her the pool and the moldy wall.
Oh my God, what a day that
all
was.
the other tigers in the background.
Oh,
$150 to get in.
$150 just to get in.
Yeah.
But that's about what it was in Amsterdam at any of those
I
red
know,
light
but
districts.
you're in Lutz.
That's the thing. Yeah, the red light district, the every girl is 10.
Right.
Yeah.
And here you're just picking some Puerto Rican chick from Lutz.
Yeah.
I still don't believe it because she's very attractive. And it seems.
Oh, is she really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it seems the price seems to
Off.
not. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
There's got to be a catch.
There's definitely.
Or there's got to be a.
Did you check her expiration date?
Yeah.
Maybe she was on sale.
Nah.
All right. We got to take a break. I just realized we hadn't taken a break in a while. Dom's going to join us at the top of the hour. If you got a legal question, keep it in the pocket because we're going to grab your phone calls here coming up at 9 o'clock. We'll take a quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Joe, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show.
Hey, good morning, Mike. Before we went on break, you guys were talking about your sexual conquest, and if I remember correctly, you said you were in 8th going into 9th grade, correct?
Yes.
And isn't sweet Juliana going into 9th grade?
Oh my God. The fact that you said sweet and stuttered on it like a creep.
What is wrong with you, bro?
Ugh. Also, my daughter's 11, though. Yeah. Good try, though.
Is it sweet? Oh, Jesus.
It's probably the same guy that called me a Jew lover on Instagram a couple of seconds ago.
Oh, man.
Good call, Joe. Good call.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, those things don't bother me. It's really weird. I have, for as protective as I am of my kids and my daughter, I'm not what do they call it? When it comes to sex, I'm not
a prude.
I'm not
Delusional?
a prude at all. Yeah, but like I understand that I see my son, I don't see him. I do it, but you know what I mean? I know what he's doing. I know what's going on there. And I have always been pretty equal with that kind of stuff. So
That's a good way to be.
As long as you're there for your kids, you can't really control their lives when they get to be a certain age. You could just hope to be there if they need help. And that's basically the way it is. Don't trust me, I will kill.
I don't want my daughters to be the high school whores talked about on a radio show 10 years from now.
I definitely don't want my daughter to be a whore in any capacity unless that is what fuels her. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. As long as things are by her choice, that's all I care about. I always feel bad for the girl that becomes the whore because her father didn't love her or because somebody was mean to her.
I feel like
she got
I've
touched
screwed
when
up.
she was a kid.
Yeah.
You feel like you screwed up?
No, if that was the case, I feel like I screwed up.
Or that there's an event that you're unaware of, like the kid was molested and you didn't know about it and turned into a big whore in high school. Yeah. That's the part I always worry about. If my daughter just turns out to really like sex as she gets older, this bothers me to say it. I feel like I'm going to throw up my mouth. But it's what it is. What it is. Because Joe brought it up.
Yeah.
What?
Joe thought he was going to not you.
All right.
He thought he was going to throw me off. But the truth is that no, my daughter's only in 6th grade, which makes you even grosser for suggesting that. But
He thought he was going to make us laugh. And we all just went, whoa.
Well, now I have to vomit. Carmen, you got any hash browns?
I do.
They're
delicious.
We got to cleanse the room or somehow.
Like I can imagine how Carmen's dad feels with Holly.
Oh, tight.
Oh.
Well, she's a CFO now, so that's got to be, great for the
Have you talked to her?
I've tried.
Oh,
We text back and forth. We were good, and then I don't know what's going on. I tried to ask her about how Debbie, if that affected her at all. She's like, "What are you even talking about?" And I was like,
Carmen, you have to understand, hot girls don't care about weather.
She got all mad, or she didn't get mad, but she was just like, "What are you talking about?" And then before that,
I'm on Holly's side. Did you write her like, "Yo, bitch, did your trailer get hit by the rain?" Like, what did you say to her?
Holly doesn't live in a trailer.
I know, but what I'm saying is, like, how did you word it to make it sound you rednecks get cleansed down there or what? What did you say to her?
I said, "Hey, how'd you make out with Debbie?"
And she was like,
I thought you were asking about making out with some girl named Debbie.
Yeah.
Now she's thinking about last Friday night. She was like, was that girl's name Debbie?
Yeah.
Friday night.
Does she want to come on the cruise?
I don't know. You can ask her.
Oh, yes. Let's do that.
I don't like angry Carmen on the cruise, so I don't want Holly to be there. I like fun Carmen.
Yeah, bring Barb back.
Yeah, Barb was fun.
Yeah,
Barb was fun.
Yeah, she does her own thing.
That's not my Barb.
Hey, yes, it is. No. That is everyone's Barb.
No, I have a vision of what Barb is in my mind, and that is not her.
And just to be clear, that was Barb's friend?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Long
that
time
is just
friend?
that is her friend from like middle school.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sweet middle school.
Okay. What is wrong with you guys?
That was great.
Is it your daughter in middle school, Gio?
No, my daughters are all in high school now. The whore years.
Awesome.
Stay out of the shower, kids.
Edward, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show. What up, Ed?
Hey, good morning. Good show.
Thank you.
Spanish keeps bringing up about Amsterdam. I went there a couple months ago, and the red light district, all the girls in the windows, they were 80% lady boys, and they weren't good looking at all.
80%.
Oh,
that seems like a high percentage.
Yeah,
Spanish has told us otherwise.
Yeah, I don't know where you were. You got to stay away from the blue lights, my man. You want to go to the red light district.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a red light. I ended up going to a Thai massage place. So
That's where you get the lady boys.
You put the blue in blue light.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
I didn't see any blue lights though. But
They were in your, you saw them. You didn't realize you were seeing them. But all right, thank you. I've never been to Amsterdam, and if I did at this point now, I wouldn't go. I'd go look at the red light district. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I couldn't partake in that kind of stuff. Also, I'm very weirded out by pay for sex kind of stuff.
Well, I can tell you. So I wanted to partake, and then when
If I
push
was
came
your
to
age
shove,
when you went, I would have done that.
well, I'm going to be honest. When push came to shove, I was too intimidated to go in there because they don't smile. You know what I mean? I was afraid that I was just going to get my face kicked in by some random Russian.
dude, yeah.
I'd be afraid.
Two things. One, you shouldn't be pushing or shoving them. Secondly, if you're just in a window having sex with random strangers, you think you're smiling?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. So, but one of the guys that I was with ended up going in, and he was the one that told me about how they do it, where it's a charge to get in, and then you negotiate the prices of everything else, which I did not know that.
I assume that was the way it was gonna
but
be.
Amsterdam, even if you never went to the red light district, it's a blast over there.
I went to what was that sex club in New York? The Vault.
Ooh.
The Vault, and but I went there with Dr. Judy, who was Love Phones before Love Lines, and she brought us there after a radio convention, and we went there, and there was. At first, I saw a lot of young Asian ladies, and I was like, yeah, Asian ladies really like to hang out there. Then I realized that those are young Asian boys with breasts, and that was a really weird thing. And then you just had to be careful where you walked because every guy was walking around doing stuff.
Damn.
It was a
intense.
masturbatory minefield.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all.
I know. I had the same, not the same experience. But
I think if you're going to go in there being a full degenerate, then it's fun. But if you're just going there as like a normal guy checking it out, it's not fun.
Because same when we went to the live sex show, it was very much. It was awesome as you're walking in. Then once you sit down and the curtains move, and now you're like in it. It was not as awesome as I thought it was going to be.
Did the girl look like she was not enjoying it?
So it was a guy and a girl.
Superman?
Yeah. And so like it's 3 scenes that you pay for. So the first scene is solo. Second scene is them together, but it's no
right, I gotcha.
Yeah, and then the third act is actual
Yeah.
So
Did she have sad eyes?
She did have sad eyes.
Yeah.
And he also had very sad eyes, and you could tell that neither of them were enjoying what they were doing, and you could especially tell that he was honed in and fully focused on not losing. Yeah. And it was weird. It was weird.
It's weird. It's not enjoyable.
No.
If you're 18, it's probably a ball.
Yeah. The banana show was fun though because that's interactive.
That's not what Lizzo's dancer said.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Did you bite the banana?
I did not, but my buddy did when he kissed
And his mouth fell off.
Yeah. It was a blast. It was a lot of fun. And those girls, ours was Albanian, and she was a trip. She had a lot of stories, and she was a blast. A great sense of humor. Yeah.
You with the sad eyes.
They had like you could pay for a private dance. So at the end, because I was the only sober one that night, I was like, I'm gonna pay for a private dance. I have some extra money. And we go in the back, and I was like, so is this like a regular strip club? I sit, and you get on top of me. And she was like, no, this is a massage room. You just take off your shirt, and I'm going to give you a massage. And she just massaged me for like 30 seconds. I was like, this is not what I thought I was paying for.
Everything.
Yeah.
You just took off your shirt.
Maybe. I know. She's gorgeous.
You did it all wrong.
Yeah, probably. It wouldn't be the first time.
I'm holding a lot of tension in this area.
Yeah.
That's what Bobby says. All legs.
Yeah.
All right, now I got to take a break and clear the phone line so that we can get through. There's a guy on hold. His wife had to get her hand amputated. I want to talk to Dom. Yeah. That I want to hear about.
All right.
But there's plenty of phone lines open. In fact, I got to clear this one because this one is being occupied. Hello?
Okay.
But now it's open. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. If you got a question for Ask the Dom, get on the phone lines now. We'll talk to him next on 1025 The Bone. Dom, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing great, Mike. Happy Tuesday to you and to everybody.
Back at you. How is it out? Is it raining out today?
No, gorgeous. Just a little traffic this week. Back to school for public school was yesterday. A lot of the private schools are tomorrow. So Dom and Gabby will go back tomorrow. So just a little traffic. Other than that, it's nice.
All right. Well, let's get right to the phone calls. We got them lined up. If you want to get through, the 800 lines are wide open. 800-771-1025. Let's go to Wayne. Wayne, good morning. You're on with Ask the Dom. What do you got, Wayne?
Good morning. I'm in Charlotte County, and I was allegedly speeding. It was a scenario where it went from 55 to 45 to 35. The police officer was right behind the 35 mile per hour sign, and he was shooting the radar when I was in the 45. So I guess my question is, it's a posted speed limit. So is the speed limit start, so the 35, does it start right at the sign, or can he get me speeding 35 over 35 when I was still in the 45?
That's a good question. Because if you're approaching the sign and the sign changes, you got to have some time to slow down.
Yeah, that's
exactly
an excellent point as far as the nuance. What did they cite you with? How fast is on the ticket?
47.
Okay, and then I'm assuming it's a 47 in a 35 zone. So is that what you're going 12 over? Is that what the allegation is?
Yes.
Okay. So when you were stopped by law enforcement, did you have a conversation with them saying that, hey, when I saw the 35 sign, it's going to take me, such a period of time to adjust to that? Did that conversation incur?
It did not. When he approached the car, I said, thank you for your service. Thank you for being out here keeping us safe.
Yeah.
But he was very hurt. I don't want to say he was angry, but he was having a bad day. He was very short. He just went back to the car and came back with a ticket. I didn't even get an opportunity to interact with him.
Well, the answer is where the sign starts, but when you notice it, you got to look up and pay attention for different road signs. But usually is when
I travel it often, so I knew there was also a car in front of me
right.
That I was keeping pace with the whole way down the road. But
that's not a defense. If that car's speeding, then you would allegedly be speeding too. So, but when where the sign is, that's the jurisdictional speed for that specific area, and that caused a lot of issues up in Lottie County, Stark area, where they were, there wasn't enough time for folks to slow. And then the concept of speed traps was designed, and then there was some litigation there, and they ultimately changed that when you're cutting through the state to get to 95 and I-10 and whatnot. So you can you can contest this if you feel that there wasn't an issue as far as the time and distance, but you'll need a lawyer that knows that county in particular, the traffic laws. So the judges in that county. A lot of people say, "Well, Dom, I want you," and I appreciate that, but if I don't know folks well in certain counties, I'll tell you. I'm not the best in every county because I don't know the folks there. I don't practice there. Now, Jason Rogozinski sponsors the show, is wonderful. He goes there. If you want to email me at Ask the Dom, I'll give you Jason's information and you can contest the ticket. But you don't have to fight it, by the way. You've got 5 elections in a lifetime to take driving school, and then you can just pay, and then there's no points assessed to your license. So I don't want folks listening to say, oh, Dom, you always have to hire an attorney. You have 5 elections in your lifetime if you don't want to contest the ticket. But under our conversation, it sounds like you may want to.
I almost wanted to go myself because I
don't do that.
It was wrong that you got me at 45.
Yeah, do it.
Don't do that.
You can fight it.
Argue it with a lawyer. You can take the stand.
But then I'm paying for a lawyer. So and that's the whole idea, is that I don't want to pay the fine and I don't want to pay a lawyer.
Yep.
I think I'm in the. I think the law's on my side because it's a posted speed limit. And I was doing, I was still 40. I was still in the 45, doing 47.
Well, do me a favor. All I ask is when you do, you call the show after it happens and tell us what happened.
Oh, jeez.
That's the deal. If you lose, you gotta call and say I should have listened to you. And if you win, you can say you didn't need you. I didn't.
I hope they give you a weekend prison.
There's a saying: a person that represents himself has an idiot for an attorney.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Walker. Walker, good morning. You're on with Acid Dom. What do you got, Walker?
Good morning, Mr. Calta. First, housekeeping. You guys keep me happy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, Mr. Ferriello.
Good morning.
My wife, so in 2023, Christmas 2023, she slammed her finger in the door. Subsequently, they had to cut the tip off because, which it wasn't healing correctly.
The door of her car or the door of the house?
In the door of the car.
All right. Well, that's a personal injury protection. That's a PIP claim, by the way. But go ahead.
I did not know that.
Yes,
I did not know that, Dom.
I think it's actually a tip.
Nonetheless,
I love Cal. Thank you. Best. I love him. Go ahead, sir. We're having some fun.
I love you guys. So I love it. So, anyways, so it didn't heal correctly, and then the next thing you know, they go, "Oh, we got to cut part of your hand off because it wasn't healing correctly." She didn't know that she had type 1 diabetes. She's 45 at the time, and it just doesn't make sense that they didn't test to see if she had what was going on. They're just like, nope, not healing. And now she's lost part of her hand. I mean, she's battling diabetes and she's doing great.
How much of the hand did they take? Is she down to her wrist? Is she down to a thumb?
If Mike, if you're looking at your left hand, the whole finger, that whole bit, they ended up having to take off. She almost died. She went into ketoacidosis, and I'm like, how did they not test for diabetes?
Well, do you have, or if she can gather all of the medical records from December of 23, through however her doctor.
Did I lose you?
Yeah. Well, if you can hear me, if you can gather her medical records from the hospital visit and all the subsequent doctor visits in 2024, if you can gather all those and then send those to me, either email them or if you want to mail them, and then the Singa Law Group, Shafia Singa, handles medical negligence, medical malpractice, and we can vet to see if there is a potential claim there, because this December is going to be, let me think if it happened in 23, then when it turns 25, you're closing in on the 2-year statute of limitations. So we need to get on this ASAP now, quickly.
All right. Copy that, Dom. Thank you.
All right. You're very welcome. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good luck with that gross hand, too. Imagine that, trying to rub your head at night before you go to bed.
But if you do injure yourself, Mike, with a car, I had a client that lost part of their hand when someone closed the trunk on them.
That's a PIP claim.
It's absolutely. And this gentleman didn't know his way. Now, she could have made the claim through not only her health insurance, but her auto insurance, because she was injured by way of the vehicle. That would have been an additional $10,000 to help the folks out with medical bills and expenses. It's too late now in the sense of the timing of that. But just for other folks listening, that's actually an interesting part of that call.
Yeah, see, I pay attention. I know what's going on.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to Fred. Fred, good morning. You're on with Acid Dom. What do you got, Fred?
Well, good morning, guys. Hey, I just recently retired a couple months ago from a business in Pinellas County, and they owed me commission, and we went back and forth for about 2 months, and finally we agreed on an amount. I went to pick it up. They had me sign a piece of paper that said, "Here's your final pay," and and I signed it. It was nothing, just pretty basic, So they shook my hand and I left. I went home. I had a doctor's appointment. I get home. I open the check. They made a deduction for all my travel expenses for the first 2 months of this year that they previously paid me. So I sent them a copy. I go, "This is fraud." I go, "You can't do this." So then they said, they didn't respond. So then I sent another email. I go, "Listen, today, Tuesday, I'm going back to Pinellas County and filing a small claims court or replace the check." So really, my question is, do you think that's the right way to go? And should I cash a check that isn't the right amount?
Well, I wouldn't cash the check that's not the correct amount. That's going to be an acquiescence of the agreement, number one. Number two is we'd have to look at the document that you signed when you went there to pick up the check and shook their hands. I would have not signed anything until I would have seen the check. Of course, the knee-jerk reaction is, all right, thank you very much. We have an agreement. We have a deal. Now, what's interesting is if I'm assuming all of that's in writing, probably emails or texts or something leading up to that meeting. So you have an agreement. Then you go there. They make you sign a document. You don't open the envelope. You leave. You open the envelope, and you have a different amount from the agreement. Now that might be, in essence, a breach of what that initial agreement was. Okay. How much is the difference? What's the math?
It's about $3,000.
That's a lot of money. That's a fair amount of money. So what I need you to do is I need the correspondence of the agreement, the emails of the amount. Then I need the document that they had you sign when you went to pick up the check. And then I need a copy of the check that you have not cashed. And all of those three things are going to be the foundation of your argument, your evidence and your argument that they have breached the agreement as far as your end salary or your final pay commission. And that's going to be vetted by attorney Sean Estes. And Sean, who does our employment law, is going to then tell you, based on those three items, whether we should go after them in small claims court, or whether you can or not, or whether he thinks you can go after them for more, for some type of material misrepresentation or fraud in the inducement or violation of statutes of frauds or whatever it may be. There you go. That's my suggestion. A little homework for you, but that's why you called the show. Little homework to do. Yeah, send it over.
Dummy didn't get a copy of that. It was very basic. It says, hey, you return all your equipment, and this is the last paycheck you get. And my argument to them was, I sent them an email. I go, yeah, I signed a net amount, a gross amount, and you gave me a net amount that doesn't add up. I expected a big chunk because
that's going to be litigated. Like but before going to small claims court, for example, let's say you get Sean. Sean sends a very nice, articulate letter with his letterhead explaining the whole situation. And at the very bottom, there's a demand that says, do this, or else we'll have to seek a legal remedy. And a lot of times that letter does the trick. 69 cents to mail the damn thing. It's free to email it. They'll get it. They'll have to respond, or their corporate counsel will respond. That sometimes is going to be less stress and aggravation for you without litigation. Maybe it's a simple. Now, you might throw a couple bones Sean's way, but it might make sense in the long run for you. So,
got it. How do I get a hold of him? Is he in your office?
Yeah, askthedom.com.
Yeah, askthedom.com, or you can always call 813-251-5550, but the best way is to go to askthedom.com. And good luck to you, buddy.
Perfect.
There you go.
Thanks.
Thank you. Whew. A lot of calls coming in today, Dom.
Well, people are home. They're back from the summer vacation. Kids are back in school. Folks are getting back into their normal, regular routine. It's wildfire now. It's wild. The office was crazy last week because I was gone for 2 weeks. I expected that. But I'd call everybody back, trying to stay on top of things, doing the emails.
Galvin, you got a timer on your phone?
I do. Why?
Can we do 20-second lawyer?
Sure.
Uh-oh. Because we're running late, but you got a lot of phone calls. Hi, who's this?
Hey, Sherman from Sarasota. Good morning.
What up, Sherman? How's it going, buddy?
I'm doing well. Hey, Dom, on the 16th of July, I rented a car online from Hertz Rent-A-Car, picking up the car in Rome. When I returned it in Italy, I had prepaid for everything. When I returned it in Italy, they hit my card for $5,000. And I had already prepaid, and Hertz USA won't help me. Hertz Italy doesn't help, and I'm just stuck with this charge. I even tried to refute it with Amex, and they said, well, you signed a thing, and like that in Italian, something like that, and no one can help me. And it went from $640 to rent the car to $5,000.
Jesus, you could have bought a car while you're over there.
No doubt, and left it at the airport for someone to take.
What credit card did you use to prepay?
Amex.
American Express is not going to help you with that as far as disputing the chart? Really?
Well, evidently, they probably did their research because he did dispute it, and it turned out that he signed something. So legally, they probably have no choice but to side with the document that he signed.
All right.
Yeah, they're saying I signed something in an Italian when I rented the car that said no refunds, no exchanges, no nothing. Blah, 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 blah.
All right. Well, I would not have signed anything in a foreign language, so that's just put that caveat out there. Here's what I want you to do. This is a little different. You call the office and you ask for Pam, is my mother-in-law. Okay. And the reason why is I had just rented a car in Hertz when we were in Hawaii. And great experience. We usually use Hertz. But because our airline were messed up a little bit. We were one less day, but Hertz ended up charging me more, but it was on the airlines things. But at any rate, we're working with Hertz now in customer service, predominantly nice folks. Maybe she can give you the contact information with who we're working with my small issue to help you with your large issue, because it's the commonality of the company. So just call the office, the main office number, 813-251-5550. Pam's working on it in conjunction with American Airlines because the flights got messed up slightly. Things happen. But maybe there's a coincidence. But I'll offer that as a suggestion, maybe to help you out a little bit, see if we can maybe diminish that 5,000 hit.
Dom, thank you so much. I love the show. Of course,
good luck, Sherman. Appreciate it.
To reference it, it'll be class action gabagool.
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 All right, get your timer out.
All right, I'm ready.
Hi, who's this?
Do I start with him or start with Dom?
I'll let you know. I'll say go. Hi, who is this? Yeah, that guy stinks. Hello, who's this? Hello. All right, and that fixed that, Dom.
Yeah, there you go.
How do you like that?
That was 20 seconds. Boom. Done.
Great job.
He gives the best legal advice.
I don't know what that was all about. Both phones took a crap. Okay, if you didn't get through today and you want to talk to Dom, 813-251-5550, or you can always go to askthedom.com. What do you got coming up on the show tomorrow?
Fun show tomorrow. Chris Bowles, Battalion Fire Chief, is going to be in studio. So we're going to talk a little bit about our wonderful first responders. I don't know if you remember, I mentioned before I'm working on some legislation for a first responders treatment court bill that'll hopefully be in session in 2025. But Battalion Chief Bowles is also running for county commission. So he's a candidate for office, but also a long-time service to our community in the fire department, and again, love our first responders. So it's going to be a fun show tomorrow night. I hope everybody tunes in for that.
All right. Check out the Ask the Dom show right here on this very radio station tomorrow night. Dom, thank you. Have a great day.
Absolutely. Thank you. And I will communicate with Spanish next Tuesday. I've got a DUI pretrial and a jury trial on Monday.
Okay.
So I just heads up, I'm going to communicate with him to maybe rotate to either a Monday or Wednesday or Thursday when it doesn't mess up your programming. Apologies in advance. Every now and then court sneaks in on Tuesday and messes things up. But
we will
heads up on that
smack it up, flip it, and rub it down. We'll figure out a way to put it in.
Just to be clear, it's not my trial that he has.
No, I didn't say it was Spanish. I said I'm going to communicate with Spanish.
Gotcha.
Just seems like something that could be logical.
Yeah, did it come across that way, Spanish?
No, I just get nervous.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. Did it come? I didn't think it came across. No, meaning I communicate with Spanish on the show appearances.
Right. No. We were clear. Yeah, we don't have a guilty conscience. So
what? What is this? It's smack it,
flip it, and rub it down.
Rub it down. Yeah. And then is it? Oh no.
Yeah. She knows what's up. All right, we got to take a break. We'll see you guys after the break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. People text me the dumbest things during the show.
Yeah, I get that a lot too.
Oh, no, not this last text that I just got.
Hey, boss.
I got a thing before with the video you got to watch. I'm in the middle of the show.
Yeah. Do they know you do a radio show in the morning?
I don't know. I'm going to assume so. Whatever.
I thought I was going to guess who that was that sent you a video.
Yes.
Robert Kelly.
No. He's just been criticizing my commercials.
Okay.
Is he moving? He got a new house?
He moved to a new house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He
same kind of area? Or?
No, further. He moved into a better school district, a better neighborhood.
Right.
Even he lived in a nice neighborhood before, but he moved into a better neighborhood. Someone's making some more money. Someone's making bonfire money now.
Oh, yeah.
And he got himself a nice palatial estate further up where the rich people live in New York.
What show did he go to last night? It looked like My People. He had
I don't know that he went to a show last night. Did I talk
recently,
to him?
It was him and his son, and they were at some venue and kind of panned the crowd. There was a lot of black T-shirts and stuff. And
yeah.
I don't know who it was, though.
I know he did go. They did go see Corey Feldman.
It wasn't that.
Yeah.
It was last night. It said, we're here or something, or we made it, or...
Does Bobby have a pool now?
Oh. I don't know.
Yeah, because if he doesn't, what an idiot.
That's not an upgrade.
I don't know. I have not.
I mean, if you're not making pool money, then what are we doing?
Well, he's making pool money.
Yeah, well.
It's not as easy to maintain a pool in the Northeast as it is down here.
That is true.
Everybody's got
freezes
11 months out of the year you could swim here.
So Florida's not happening because he was thinking about coming down here for a minute.
He got a big job up there now.
Yeah.
Now he's on the bottom.
Could have a big house down here.
He has a big house up there.
Yeah.
He's doing all right. I think he's going to be okay. I was supposed to go up there, but now I'm not going because that week we're going to broadcast from Universal. On September 6th, we're going to be live at Universal Studios, which we have not done. Galvin, can you even remember last time?
Last time I was so big I couldn't write on Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I'm still in that category. I think Dinah was here last time we broadcast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Like, that's how long it's been.
I love Universal.
Yeah, Universal's great. I have
Halloween
Universal
Horror Nights.
annual passes. We're going there to promote Halloween Horror Nights. That's what I don't like. I don't like being scared.
You better get in
I don't
everything.
like being scared.
Come on.
They do a good job with it. They scare you.
They sure do.
Yeah.
Nothing's worse than Pete on Halloween Horror Nights just walking up, people going right behind him, going, "Hello," scaring the snot out of people. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Mike Calta, is me, Medicine Man.
Do you know you have your own?
Scary person myself.
Do you know you have your own group now on Facebook? Medicine Man, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, it's been almost 2 years old already.
Oh, really?
He started it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I
It's really a
joined
good
it.
group, and it's building up like wildfire.
Yeah, I joined it. I'm a member now.
I got to join too.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
Wildfire. It's been up for 2 years. It has 13 members.
Ooh.
No, it's a lot of members in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
All
a
right.
member.
What are you coming to see the Imposters of Rock show at Ruth Eckerd Hall on the 31st, where our band will be playing?
I would like it. I'd definitely like to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
You should go get tickets.
Tickets start at $25.
Good deal.
You know me, I know how to get in these shows for free sometimes.
Sometimes.
We're going to have security.
Yeah. All
Most
right.
of the time. I got it for Slash. I got it for UB40.
What else can we do for you? Anything
And
else?
of
All
course,
right.
Dirty Heads.
Yeah. All right. I got to go.
Okay, I like it. You're pretty cool.
Oh.
So you're saying I'm pretty cool?
Yeah, you are.
Because before you had different words for me.
I know, but it was so funny last week when I heard Mo called Fisher a FA.
Oh, Mo called Fisher a fat ass?
Yeah.
Fat ass.
11 a.m.
What's that?
Yeah, right on the ass, like last Wednesday or something like that.
What is that, Medicine Man?
Fat ass.
Oh, why would you say it again?
I didn't say it. You got my recording of me.
I just heard it.
That was your voice.
Fat ass. Recording you recorded.
All right, we're broken up again.
Wow.
Why did Mo call Fisher a fat ass?
I just saw Fisher yesterday. He didn't look fat.
I didn't see Fisher.
I mean, he didn't look skinny, but
He
he
doesn't
didn't look
have
fat.
Mo's body. He doesn't have Mo's great body.
Yeah, it's true.
You're not dreaming about him.
Yep. Mo was a tag team wrestler in my dream.
Mm-hmm. I see Fisher on Saturdays.
What was he tag teaming?
Why do you see him on Saturday?
Because he's at the station when we're doing Sad Weirdos.
Why is he there on Saturday? Is he working?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I thought you wanted like a real specific answer.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
I didn't know.
So your dream was Mo and
That
Frankie
guy.
Valley?
No, different dreams. Different dreams.
Sorry.
Tag team.
Yeah.
Different times.
It's a hell of a tag team.
You're too good to be true.
What?
All right. Well, tomorrow on the show is Wednesday. Galvin will have a brand new open letter for you. Duncan Trussell will be here on Friday.
Excited.
He's never been on the show before.
I'm very, very excited. I like Duncan Trussell a lot. He
You
has
do?
this show, Midnight Gospel, that was on Netflix that I really enjoyed. Yeah.
You're gonna make me dislike him.
right?
Yeah, he's a big philosopher, conspiracy theorist guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I like
Sad,
it.
is he a sad fellow sad weirdo?
He is a fellow sad weirdo.
right.
Yeah.
He would fit right in.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Cancel him.
Pass.
No way. It's really
Cancel.
good.
Hard pass.
No, I mean cancel your Sad Weirdo show.
Oh, sorry.
That thing's still going on.
Don't
huh?
make me cancel it. We're like on episode 9, I think.
Way past 4.
Way past
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
You have no power.
No,
I had a
don't believe
conversation. Somebody said, I don't know what Spanish is thinking with that show.
Oh, no.
I think he gets paid for the show.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's thinking.
Was that Jason?
Yeah.
that. Oh, come on. Right here.
Who's paying you, Spanish?
Huh?
The shark?
Huh?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't mean to stir up the pot.
Even sadder. Now you're not getting paid.
Oh, man.
Oh, wait, you're not getting paid?
Oh, I am getting paid.
Oh.
Yeah. Just not by Shark.
Oh.
Who's paying you?
Oh, I'm not at liberty to discuss.
you mind if we discuss it?
I mean,
could I pay you more to not do it?
I would entertain that. Yes, I would. If you're going to pay monthly.
I'll give you $4.
All right.
I'll double that. That's 8.
What? To not do it, you
Yeah,
say?
don't do it.
For those reasons, I'm out.
All right.
I feel like it's a bad look.
It is a bad look.
Yeah.
For the rest of the
It's
show.
bringing you down.
Bringing me down.
Yeah.
But I get to help people.
No, that's not what we do.
Helping.
Guy called up and he said his wife got her hand amputated. And I said, gross. I hope she doesn't have to rub your head with it. That's what we do on this show. This is a show filled with honesty.
Is there anybody really going to say, hey, man, how did you change your life and turn things around? Oh, I talked to Ashtray Face.
You know, sad weirdos, Ashtray Face and Shark Man.
I'm hoping that catches on. Ashtray Face and Shark Man. Yeah, you're right. This show does not do that. My favorite time that we never did that is when that one lady called in asking for help and Galvin told her to jump off.
That's good advice.
Yeah. Sometimes people just need to hear the truth.
Yeah.
We should do a show, Galvin, called The Sad Truth right after Sad Weirdos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People couldn't handle it.
I'm thinking my wife might be cheating on me because she's wearing a new perfume and she's going out saying she's playing cards with she's sad truth, so she's cheating on you. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. In fact, it's Galvin that's banging her.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute.
Surprise.
That side.
I can't handle myself.
Thank you to Ask Dom for being on the show today. If you want to get a hold of him, you can always go to AskTheDom.com.